What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Ghost of Lord Master Starscream. And I don't know how all this music shit turns out. I just noticed it, so I'm gonna stop the shit. I don't know how all this stuff works. All I know it's background music, so I don't know how it works. But anyways, I sent the link to everybody who I want to join. So for those who didn't get the link, I do apologize. I'll try next time because I'm trying to. This is just my welcome back stream. But anyways, hold on. Wait, now I gotta fucking restart. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Okay. Welcome to the Judge and Lord Master Starscream's courtroom. The honorable Judge Starscream. Order, 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 order. I am Judge Starscream, and tonight we will be hearing the case of Ruben Soto. How are you doing? How do you plead?
Kiss my ass, Judge. I'm tired.
Oh my god. Anyway, it's good to have you on, man. And sorry I haven't been doing a stream. I know it's been a couple weeks, or actually maybe a month. Let me look. I'm
More
gonna check
than
my
a
last.
month.
Actually, I don't know. But even though I posted YouTube Shorts, I at least did that to keep you guys entertained. But yeah, I'm sorry I haven't done a live stream in a while. I've been busy. I've been going out. Long story short. So, and yeah, my last live stream was. 3 weeks ago, actually. Okay, 3 weeks. Okay, so it was less than a month. Okay, so yeah, I know it's been 3 weeks since my last live stream. So, like I said, I've been busy. I've been working. Sometimes I haven't been working. I've been seeing somebody. So, long story short, I've just been busy, and I hardly had the motivation to do my live streams. And plus, I've been uploading video games on my or downloading video games on my Xbox. So, and I've been pretty occupied with that. So, yeah. And yeah, that's about it for me. And I did get one new figure, but but unfortunately I had to sell some stuff. But don't worry, it wasn't any of my Transformers, but I'll get to what I got in a minute. But you know what? I'll go first. Hold on. Anyways, well, the figure I got, I had I had two Pacific Rim figures. I had the I think the Sophie Spirits. I think that's what it is. Uh, yeah, the Sophie Spirits Titan Redeemer from Pacific Rim Uprising. Then I had the Diamond Select Toys Guardian or Bracer Phoenix. And thanks to someone very special, someone took me to somewhere that's I'm not going to say where, but I went to a collector store is all I'm going to say, and I saw some really cool stuff. I found some used figures, and they had some really cool stuff. So the next week I ended up going back, and I had to sell some stuff. Unfortunately, they would not let me do a trade, but unfortunately, I did have to get rid of my Bracer Phoenix figure to get this figure. But in my opinion, I think it was worth it because I got Pacific Rim Uprising, Diamond Select Toys, Guardian Bravo, one of my favorite Jaegers. Bracer Phoenix was my favorite Jaeger, but not that much. But Guardian Bravo was always one of my favorite Jaegers in the Pacific Rim Uprising. So yeah, I'm glad I got this figure. He does have a couple issues, but it's not that bad. He is very loose here and there, but no big deal. He did not come with his accessories. I'm hoping to, when I go back tomorrow, I will see if I could go find the accessories because they said they had a bag of accessories. I didn't bother going through them. So I'm hoping to be able to find the interchangeable hands and the arc whip. And oh shit, his hand's about to come out. Hold on. There we go. I had to get his hand back in. I just noticed it started coming out. But yeah, pretty good figure, nicely detailed. And yeah. And what about you, man? You get anything new? I'm sure you got a lot of stuff since the last 3 weeks.
Oh yeah. I got a lot of new shits. I got some Lego Muppets, Dino Fury Red Ranger, the Dino Knight, not the Lightning Collection. I'm still working on getting that.
Oh, nice.
Pretty much that's it. Right now I'm trying to save
Okay.
a lot of money so I could
Hold
get
on, I got an itch.
Buzza for TFN Geek.
Oh yeah, and I'm hoping TFN Geek will be able to join tonight. If not, I will be a little sad, and it will hurt my feelings. No, I'm joking. It won't hurt my feelings. Sorry, guys. I'm currently trying to share a link right now with somebody. Or, give me, I have a freaking itch. Okay. Let me paste. Okay, there we go.
Damn,
I
what
had
the
to
hell?
get the
Like
link sent
4
out.
Inquisitors from Star Wars.
Oh gosh. You talking about from the Kenobi?
Yes, I'm actually want to get all the Inquisitors from the Kenobi series and trying to get like the others Inquisitors from the other line.
Hmm. I'm only interested in the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. That's it.
Still need to get my Bad Batch
But I
figures.
don't know if I'll ever get it. So, but that's fine. But okay, yeah. Hmm. Oh yeah, I know you need to get those. And yeah, I got an itch. Okay. And but yeah, a lot of stuff has happened since I last did the live stream. Like I said, I've been going out and all that stuff. I've been really busy. I hardly had motivation to do my live streams, but the last time I did a video, I said I was going to do I think I said I was going to review the Doctor Strange movie. I didn't do it. I didn't do a live stream for it. I might try to do a review on it, but I'm past due on that, so I might not do it at all. But I'll just say this, good movie. I won't spoil anything because this ain't the place for it. Moon Knight, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it for what it was. I hated it at first, but now I like it. And the Master, or wait, what the, what? The Halo series, I actually enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I'm going to say this for those who are hating on it. I get your opinions. You hate the series. Oh, hey man, I'll put the link in the chat for those who want to join. It's going good, man. It's going good. Hey, if you want to join, you're more than welcome. I'll put a link in the chat. Yeet. Oh, what the? I almost ended the stream. What's going on here? I don't know how this stuff works anymore. Ruben, help me! I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I'm trying to figure out chat. There we go. Hopefully it'll. There you go, man. If you want to join in, you can. But yeah, I enjoyed the Halo series. It was pretty good, and I got to watch the 2 new episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I'm just saying. I won't spoil it, but the second episode made everything make sense completely for A New Hope. It's just what I needed to see. Well, I won't spoil it, but I'm you know what, I'm gonna shut up because I say way too much and then I give spoilers. So I ain't gonna say, but I'm just saying a certain reaction is what I needed to see. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't going anywhere beyond that. Am I okay? Loading. Yeah. But so yeah, it was pretty good, and I've been watching a little bit of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. It's pretty good. I have to try to force myself to watch it. I was watching the newest episode, but I just stopped watching it a little bit ago. And I think that's about it. I really haven't got to see anything new since my last live stream. Well, I mean, that's the last thing I got to watch. And I was hoping to do some video game live streams in the future because some of the games I got right now, thanks to, you know what, hold on, I'm going to read the Discord name because I don't, if you know us on here, we don't give names because we like to remain anonymous. Hold on. Man, if I mess up your name, I'm sorry. I do apologize. Ninja Master. Thanks to Ninja Master, I got God dang it! I'm stuttering like crazy. I can't help it. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I haven't done it in a while. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Anyways, thanks to Ninja Master, I got Game Pass on my Xbox only for a month, which is fine. So I got to download some games. Before I had Apex Legends, Batman Arkham Knight, Guardians of the Galaxy, Halo Infinite Online, and Fortnite. But now I have 7 Days to Die, Dead by Daylight, Subnautica, Jedi Fallen Order, Avengers, Halo Infinite, the campaign mode, and right now I'm downloading Titanfall. And Ruben has been trying to force me to frickin' download God darn Rainbow Six Extraction, and he won't get off my ass about it.
Download it.
Are you ever gonna get out of my ass, man?
No.
What happens if I don't download it then? What if I... But it's my Xbox, dude. Since who made you the boss of me? Who made you the boss of me? Oh, who's this? Oh, hey, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Order.
Let me fix my layout here. I hope you've been doing a lot better lately, man. I saw your video.
Yeah, I'm losing pounds slowly and everything. Keeping track of my blood sugar and stuff, so doing pretty good so far.
Okay.
Haven't had no weird spikes or about to pass out from blood sugars.
Damn.
Oh, that's good, man.
Wait, I got a question. Are you like a diabetic or something? Because I think it's from
type 2. I got diagnosed type 2. Type 2 runs in my family, so I knew it was going to probably happen eventually.
Oh God, I feel bad for you.
It's all right. I mean, it's not really a permanent thing as long as I watch what I eat and not eat tons of like sweet pastries and stuff. That's my weakness.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I almost got type 2 diabetes since I was a kid.
Damn, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember my childhood. It sucks.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even talk about everyone's childhood sucks.
Hey, at least we're better now. We're living the collecting life. Oh, come on now. We're living the collecting life. What more can you want?
Money.
Oh my God, man.
So I recently built this.
Oh, nice. Let me full screen you. Nice, man. That's awesome.
It's all right. It was on sale at Walmart, so I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna get it."
It's almost like one of the old ones. I think from 2007. No.
2015.
Damn.
But it's like I think it's like they just changed slightly some stuff on it, but it's basically the same 2015 Imperial shuttle.
You get to watch the Kenobi series just yet, or?
No, haven't had time. Trying to keep in check and stuff, and also with a new puppy too. Man, I even had I did that video. I've been trying to sit down in time.
Oh God.
So.
God damn, my mom. Hold on.
All right, man. Yeah, I've been trying to motivate myself to do live streams for a while, but I've just been busy. And even when I get home, I just don't feel like doing a live stream. I just want to sit down and do nothing. But I can't do that forever. As all.
Wednesday was a little exciting. I got to be on the set rep with Patriot Prime.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
was he doing a giveaway?
No, he didn't do a giveaway that time. I don't think he had any spare Toy Hex something giveaway.
I need some Toy Hex repo label. I need some.
I ordered me some, that new G2 Laser Optimus Legacy one. I got that set ordered, and I also got a set new stickers for my G1 Megatron.
Oh, dude,
Nice.
you gotta hook me up with some repo labels. I need some new ones.
Oh my God, man. The curse of you, Ruben. By the way, did you get to see the repaint of I know you do. Did you get to see the repaint of Legacy Optimus Prime as a Black Convoy Scourge?
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you think, man? I think it's pretty good.
I think it looks pretty good as a Nimbus Prime. but not like RD Scourge because it's a paint scheme. It just got more red on it. And if you compare to other Nemesis Primes, just, this guy, he's got the same seal, but a lot of red in the chest and stuff. So, but I probably will be getting it.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered and stuff and everything for my little Dark Convoy.
Nice. Yeah.
Shelf over here.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna pick that figure up when I can, because I don't think I have a Nemesis Prime in my collection. Plus, since they revealed the Legacy Optimus Prime, I've been waiting to see the repaint as a Scourge, and finally,
and I haven't
seeing
what happened.
It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks all right, but I think Hasbro's probably going to do is probably release that as Nemesis Prime, then do like a Generation Selects Legacy RID Scourge with more of the RID color scheme, like this,
Yeah. Oh, nice. The original figure is still pretty good, still to this day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the new Laser Optimus Prime here is just got just a little bit more articulation, but not really that much compared to the G2 mode.
Yeah.
Scourge and Laser Optimus Prime and stuff, since it's the same model. But yeah, I like it, and I did pre-order the upgrade kit for it.
Nice. Hey, I could stand some more G2 figures, and same for Shattered Glass figures. I think we're gonna get some more Shattered Glass reveals soon. I don't know, but I at least want more Decepticons for the Shattered Glass. There's just way too many Autobots. It's just like, what?
Yeah, because the most recent one they released was the Shatterglass Autobot Blaster, which I think that's supposed to be, the release for the end of this month that they're going to show. Because I think there's 3 more after this month. They're showing one each month. So I think that one's going to be it. But yeah, we need a few more Decepticons, really.
I hope we get Shockwave and Soundwave. That'd be awesome.
Well, if we're getting Shatterglass Autobot Blaster, we're getting Shatterglass Soundwave, most likely. And he's going to be all white and stuff. What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking some tea. I'm sure it doesn't look like tea on
mason jar of Sun tea.
Nah, it's homemade tea. I can't stop drinking it. I'm crazy.
They'll take a big old glass jar and fill it with water, put tea bags in it, and let it soak out in the sun. It's called sun tea.
Oh, nice. I'll keep that in mind. And hopefully we get some more Seekers in the Shattered Glass line, since we have the Starscream. I bet the Thundercracker, if they do Thundercracker, that one's going to be crazy with all the rainbow colors.
Yeah, I kind of hoping they do that, and being the actual Cybertronian Tetrajet mode too. That would be nice.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of some other Shattered Glass figures that they need to do. I can't. Hey, Ruben, is there any Shattered Glass characters you want them to come out with that I haven't already mentioned?
I guess Dead End? Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
Sick memes. You miss.
Oh my god.
I miss.
You playing your game?
Yes, and right now the other team is fucking cheating, and I'm gonna. Wait, nah, this is gonna work.
Nah. Alright. How about you? Is there any characters from Shattered Glass you want them to do?
Oh man, let's see here. I would like to get Soundwave, because that way you can have Starscream, Megatron, and Soundwave. Shockwave would be kind of cool too, but
Yeah.
it'd be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Really. What else would be really good to have? I guess maybe Shatterglass, Hot Rod Rodimus might
Oh yeah.
be actually
That.
do the Kingdom one and stuff, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, because the closest thing we got to Shattered Glass was Cronus as the Shattered Glass colors, but it only had it didn't have the right logo. It only had the Decepticon logo.
Yeah, but the toy hex stickers could probably fix that.
So yeah, hopefully we. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we. I actually, to be honest with you, well, I was gonna say that. Well, actually, we got pretty much two. We could have two commander classes for the line, because we got Jetfire, but yeah, I think Rodimus Shatterglass would be pretty good, and Wheeljack. Now that I think about it, and I don't know yet, but I'm hoping whenever I go to the collector store, I'm going to see if I could try to get Goldbug, if I can, because I did see that Shatterglass Goldbug over there. So hopefully I could get my first Shatterglass figure. Yeah, that little guy.
Yeah, I got all those Shatterglass figures.
What do you think of the figure?
That particular Goldbug. Well, it's a decent mode. It's just the same one that used for, I think what it was, Hubcap, Cliff Jumper, Bumblebee. So it's not a bad mode and everything.
Bug Bite.
Yeah, but that's the last one. Bug Bite. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a pretty decent mode. Hasbro's really gotten their money's worth out of that one. But honestly, when I heard Goldbug was coming out, I thought the actual G1 style Gold with the blue head and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. And what did you think of the Ultra Magnus they revealed, and with the interchangeable head?
I
think
like
we could go
that.
for.
I like that Hasbro's doing extra accessories, so we can have that skull face looking that's from the comic book that I've looked up about and stuff, because I didn't know anything really about it. But giving that other head option to give it that Diaclone Ultra Magnus and everything. So I like that Hasbro's doing that.
Yeah, I can agree with.
And that's the Kingdom Ultra Magnus they're using, the Earth style, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. I like both Siege and Kingdom and everything. I've got both.
Yeah. Yeah, same for me too. To be honest with you, I was gonna say that was my first Ultra Magnus figure the Siege one. I was gonna say that's my first Ultra Magnus figure I got, but the first one I got was the Transformers Prime Voyager version. But I gotta say, I actually enjoy the both of those Ultra Magnus figures, even though some people do have a problem with the Kingdom version, with the hands being exposed and all that. But I still enjoy the figure.
Yeah, you could do a little slight transformation on it a little bit to cover up the hands and stuff. But it's still not a bad figure. Mostly when you're collecting, you're going to have it in robot form in your collection.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not that bad. Honestly, I didn't really mind the hands. You can literally just turn them sideways so you don't see the hand hole.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And they really, I think Hasbro's getting their money's worth out of that one because they had the Siege one, then they had the Netflix version, Kingdom, and now the Shattered Glass version. So, yeah.
Well,
I think
you also
they're
got
getting
to
their
think
money's worth
too.
out of all the molds, especially. Go ahead.
The Siege Galaxy Optimus Prime that was like the Transformers Cybertron. That's just a retool of Siege Ultra Magnus, really.
Yeah.
I mean, they've gotten their money's worth out of that mold, retooling it and everything. That's also, with the Goldbug and all that stuff, and Ironhide, Ratchet. I mean, it's repaints, but it's the same thing with Seekers.
Yeah.
We just keep buying them.
Man, I actually enjoy the Siege Seekers because before the Siege line, I always wanted Tetrajets of the Seekers because I just like the Tetrajets, and they had some Tetrajets at the time, but man, they're hard to get a hold of. I don't know if they're the G1 versions. I forgot what line it was. I know it was supposed to be based on G1. I'll have to look it up, but finally getting some Tetrajets for the Siege, it was awesome.
Yeah, so far the only one I'm missing is the freaking Amazon exclusive Skywar box set.
Everyone's missing that figure.
God.
And the people that do get it recently,
Yeah,
they spend over $200 for it.
I'd probably spend right around 100, but I'm not spending over. I'm not going past that. Like, I cannot. Like, even the price just pissed me off. The only Seekers I have in my collection is Starscream, Thundercracker, and Hotwing. And I'm hoping to be able to get the Rainmakers and Redwing. But, yeah, I just cannot handle seeing the price of that Skywarp figure. I wish they would just re-release that figure.
I mean, just the figure alone, you don't have to do all the little extra accessories, the Battle Masters guys or anything. Just do that one and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hasbro will make their money and stuff.
Oh my hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's money to be made. I mean, if they just re-release it, they'll just make more money. If they just re-release it, I'm just saying, like, release it for the Legacy line, just one of the Seekers. I mean, you already got Skywar or Core Class Skywarp. Just release another one and get some more of your money's worth.
Well, I think
people will buy it.
Well, I think Hasbro should do. They should do a 2-pack set and have that Tetrajet Skywarp from Siege and also make a Tetrajet Needle Nose as well. That way they can resell that same figure again. A lot of people missed out, but also another figure, kind of like what they did with the Kingdom line, Grimlock, Mirage, Maximal Skywarp with Earthrise style sideways.
Right.
So
Sideswipe, yeah.
Sideways. I get too confused all the time because I got both characters.
Oh, hey, I got you. The name can be tricky. It got me also. But go ahead, man. And I was gonna say, like, I thought for sure they would do like a 2-pack for the Studio Series line because when the leaks came out for a Bumblebee movie, Thundercracker, and a Skywarp, I was like, oh, okay, they're probably gonna do what they did with Earthrise and make them a 2-pack, but Target exclusive. But seeing the Thundercracker come out, it's just making me a little worried about the Skywarp because I think it's going to be an Amazon exclusive. I'm just getting that feeling because, I mean, I'm just seeing a pattern. Like, if you forget about Thrust for a minute, like, Starscream and Skywarp will be mass retail. Hey, TFN Geek, I sent you a link in Discord. Anyways, like I said, Starscream and Thundercracker were released at mass retail in the Siege, and now I guess they're going to do it for the Bumblebee movie with Thundercracker. And if I'm just gonna say they're probably gonna make the Bumblebee movie Skywarp an Amazon exclusive, just like what they did with the Siege version.
Yeah, most likely, because I think Amazon probably gets the Skywarp just because of the Siege box set one and also the Kingdom one, because it was maximal Skywarp as well. So they probably game, you know.
Skywarp was, if I'm not mistaken, was always one of the number one seeker that's hard to get a hold of at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
I could be wrong, but my memory, I could be wrong, but the Transformers Generation, I think it was kind of like the classic lines, Thundercracker, I think I found him only at Target.
Yeah, and if I think back, the Masterpiece G1 style Skywarp, at the time of that one's release, the older version, that one was a Walmart exclusive. So yeah, I tried to get that figure on eBay one time, but I missed my opportunity to get it. I was like, dang it. So yeah,
I had that figure. I think I did. Yeah, I had that figure.
Man,
but I didn't like it, so I traded in for other figures I was looking for.
Man, I'm just saying, seeing the I don't have a G1 Gun Megatron in my collection. When I went to the collector store, oh my gosh, seeing the original Masterpiece Gun Megatron was awesome. Just seeing it in person, I was like, and plus it was going for $130. I was like, wow. And that figure is really expensive online. So I'm sitting there like, man, if I had the money for it, I'd get it. Same for the Titans Return Triptychon. It's going for right around the same price. And I was like, man.
Titans Return Triptychon's going for how much again?
I think right around $140-something, right around there.
That's actually pretty close to retail price.
When I go back tomorrow, I'm going to do a recording and post it on. Yeah, that's what I said. And especially one of the guys that I met over there that was a Transformers collector. Me and him just started talking and all that, and talk about the prices and the scalpers, and we were talking about that the Triptychon and the Masterpiece Gun Megatron was at a good price. But yeah, even though the original Masterpiece Gun Megatron is not good in robot mode, but in gun mode, that's the only mode I would really display it in, especially if I had the upgrade kit with the stock and the extended silencer barrel.
You're talking about the first one that came out, like MP2 or whatever it was?
Yeah, the original. Yeah, the first one that ever came out. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't buy that one because I just didn't like how the robot mode looked, and you technically didn't get the barrel and the shoulder stock. That was an accessory pack you had to buy, so I was like, eh.
Oh. Yeah. I would only get that figure just to leave it in gun mode because, hey, I mean, you ain't going to get no Gun Megatron anymore. They ain't going to ever do that again.
No. But speaking of Masterpiece,
which is pretty sad, but I can understand.
Speaking of Masterpiece, real quick, I got a notification from Big Bad Toy Store that I'm going to get one of the lamps for this guy. So I'm going to be pretty happy when I finally play him.
I bet that's the most money you spent on a Transformer, if I'm not mistaken. Just trying to get it complete.
When it's complete, it will probably be the most I've spent in my collection.
Oh my gosh. Well, like I said, for me, and I said this before, the most expensive Transformer I have in my collection is the DLX Bumblebee movie Soundwave. That's the most expensive figure I have in my collection, and man, I'm happy with it. And I almost came close to paying somewhat right around the same price for the Titans Return, the Combiner Wars Devastator figure, and I'm happy with that darn Devastator figure. even though mine had a little bit of a QC issue, but it still holds together pretty well.
Yeah, and I had to replace my hook on mine. I had to replace his arms because the elbow pinch like broke off. That's
Oh
what
God.
Shoots.
Damn.
Yeah, when I got my hook figure, I still have a live unboxing of the when I got the Devastator. I still have a live unboxing somewhere in my videos somewhere. But when I unboxed it, all the Constructicons were fine except Hook, because the little pin were with one of his legs. I guess when they tried shoving the pin in to where it's supposed to go, I guess it came in as they were putting it in, it kind of came up at an angle, and it didn't go all the way into where it was supposed to go. So it holds, but if you try moving it, it's just going to come right off. So, yeah, they didn't get the pins right where it needed to go. And I was like, well, shoot. That was the only QC.
I could be wrong, but I think Hook was the one that had the QC issues, because if you go online try to find a replacement, you can't find Hook at all. You can find all the other characters and everything, but Hook you cannot find. I got lucky with the arms because it was a Beast Force group that won't. You do a live stream on YouTube called Stasis Log. One of the guys there said he finally got parts Hook to replace his legs, and I messaged him. It's like, so what are you gonna do with those arms? I need replacements. I'll buy them from you. So I bought them from him and everything, and he sent them my way. So I only needed one arm, but I bought both of them just in case.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I was upset because it was only the leg. Like I said, the pin came up at an angle. I guess when they tried shoving it in, because that's the only thing that's holding the leg together. Like I said, it came in at an angle and it didn't go through. I tried to fix it, but the the plastic where it was supposed to go was bent inwards, so I could not. There was no way I could get in to try to bend it out. With considering how some people were saying the plastic on that Devastator feels cheap, I didn't want to risk damaging it, breaking it, or anything like that, and damaging it more than it already was. Plus, since Hook was the hardest one, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it in combined mode anyways. It still holds together pretty well in combined mode.
Yep.
But yeah, I originally wanted to get Predaking, but about the time I got and Ruben was helping me out getting the figures I needed. About the time I went to the store and got the money to get my Predaking, when I got home, it already sold, so I had no choice but to get the Devastator. The only reason why I wanted Predaking instead of Devastator is because I did not want to live with the fact that Devastator's bucket that little tab could just break off. That always scares me because I did not want to live in constant fear of it breaking. And So yeah, that's why I originally wanted to get the Predaking, because that figure looked awesome. But I missed my opportunity. But I'm glad I got the Devastator regardless, because that's my first complete combiner I got. And I was unable to complete my my Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. The only combiner I'm missing is the Overload. So I'm happy I got G1 accurate instead. But I just can't handle the prices of some of those figures, especially on leader classes.
Yeah.
I mean, Oh, hold on. Let me see here. Let me add stream. Hey, TFN Geek, how you doing, man? It's been a while.
Hey, guys. Yeah. Too long.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Would you? I bet you got a lot of new figures you like to show off, don't you?
I kind of already showed
Ruben,
off.
Thank you for muting, because there's a lot of background noise going on.
Yeah, well, I've kind of already showed off all the figures.
Go ahead, Jeff and Geek.
I've already showed off all the figures I collected at the beginning of the month in my latest collection video. So, for those of you who haven't watched it, I completed Wave 1 of Legacy.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Complete.
I'm glad, man.
Yeah, when I say complete, I mean every figure, including the exclusives. My most recent Transformers purchase. You ready to see this? Oh, Lord Master Starscream, he froze. There you are.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm getting a little bit of lag. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So my most recent Transformers purchase was this behemoth, Lord Zarak.
Oh, come on. Wow. Nice.
Hold on. Let me grab mine.
Wait, let me competition.
So I now have every Titan class figure that's been released by Hasbro.
Stupid chair. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the club.
Oh,
Are
nice.
you planning on getting the upgrade kit for him?
Well, here's the thing. DNA Designs, the official upgrade kit by DNA Design was too expensive for me. So last month I was browsing on eBay and I found a guy here in the United States who was making knockoffs of DNA Designs upgrade kits.
Mm-hmm.
So last month I got the laser gun for Scorponok, and then I was looking around at Black Zarak and noticed he was missing something. And so I went back to the same eBay seller I bought Scorponok's laser gun just to see if there was a Black Zarak variant. And there was.
Nice.
So here I present you with a knockoff version of DNA Designs laser gun for Black Zarak.
Nice. I'm glad you got it, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't get caught with all the figures you've been buying like crazy, man?
No, I got away with it because I pretended the packages were presents for a relative of mine whose birthday we celebrated today. So starting today until Wave 2 of Legacy is released, I'm probably going to not be buying any Transformers figures. That said, I do have a group of 5 tiny-sized upgrade kits that I ordered from the same seller on eBay, so they should be here sometime next week.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, this might be these knockoffs of DNA Designs laser guns. These might be the these have now become the largest laser guns in my Transformers collection. Lord Zarak and Scorponok's laser guns. And this is one way, and this is an easy way to tell this knockoff apart from DNA Designs. The person who designed this knockoff designed this teeny tiny third little piece right here. It's held on by 2 tiny I don't think these are 5 millimeters. I think these are only 4 millimeter pegs, and those notches carved on the side line up with sculpted slits on Lord Zarak and Scorponok's hands. So that's an easy way to tell if you've got a knockoff over the official product. Is you have this extra notch on the handle, making it extra wider for the Titan class figures to hold. And also, unlike DNA Design's actual laser gun, there's no flip out 5 millimeter peg on here that connects to the arm. So this thing is only being held by the hand of the Titan class figures. So when I get around to doing my video review of Lord Zarak, I will show him off holding this laser gun. But what I like most about this knockoff, it has the same sculpted piece on the back, so you can plug this into the tail in Scorpion mode. And this is a straight up repaint of the knockoff laser gun for Scorponok. The only difference is, unlike Lord Zarak, Black Zarak's laser gun, which is red and gold, Scorponok's is orange and gray. Okay. And for those of you wondering about the quality of the plastic, I said earlier that it was 3D printed plastic, but actually, when I'm holding it now, and I don't know if you heard that tapping, it actually doesn't feel like 3D printed plastic. It feels like actual plastic, but it's super thin and it's very hollow. So, yeah, don't be bashing this against stuff thinking of like it's indestructible. This is thin plastic. Like, I don't know if you guys collected Transformers back in 2012 when the Fall of Cybertron line
Oh
was being
God.
Dark of the Moon.
Oh God. Don't get me started with the Optimus Prime figure.
But yeah, that's what this quality of plastic feels like. I did put Scorponok's laser gun in his hand, so the handle, despite being 3 different pieces, it does feel sturdy enough when the figure is holding it around. But don't go accidentally knocking this thing around or bashing it against hard objects, because it's not that strong. It's just barely strong enough that it can be used by the Titan class for display, but not as something that you wave around like a toy stick.
Yeah.
Oh, and I actually did my own custom work on one of my Transformers figures. I saw where someone had made an upgrade.
Let me full screen. Yeah, I'm kind of.
Yeah. So I saw an upgrade kit someone did on Kingdom Slammer. Instead of paying that person $5, I realized I had the materials that I could do it on my own. So, one thing that Slammer actually has is that both of his arms have these 5mm ports, so that you can transform his tank treads into the his chainsaw weapon that officially on his instruction sheet he only uses when he's in weaponizer mode, but you can attach it to both of his arms. The only drawback to that is when the arms combine into the turret for his tank mode, since they're both ports on the forearms, there's nothing holding the tank turret together. So I decided to make my own 5mm peg on Slammer's other arm, and now when he's transformed into tank mode, the tank turret transforms more securely.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, when you combine them combine the arms into the turret for the tank mode, normally you put them together, and there was originally a port right here, just like on this one, so there was nothing holding these together. But now with the 5mm peg on there, take a look at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, that Slammer figure is awesome. I still need to get that figure. I found it at the collector store, and man, seeing it in person, oh God, I hope I get Slammer.
Mm-hmm.
And I also saw one of the sweeps they had over there. I don't know how much it is, but they had all kinds of figures that were used and set out on display, kind of like my Pacific Rim Guardian Bravo figure.
Mm.
And it doesn't have the blast effect, but it does have the gun, so I'm hoping I can talk them down on the price on however much it is, because this figure was originally $29. They lowered it. I talked to the guy. I said, hey, I noticed this was $29. How much you take for it? He said, how about 24? And I said, how about 20? And he gave me this figure for $20.
What figure was that?
So I'm hoping I can talk him down on the price.
Okay.
Oh, this is my Pacific Rim Uprising Guardian Bravo figure. Right, full screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is from the Diamond Select Toys line.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did have to sell my Bracer Phoenix figure to be able to have the money to get this figure and some food, or to get, because I was out on a date at that time. And unfortunately, the whole thing cost $50, and we were like, this is absurd, because we ended up going to BJ's, and we didn't. Yeah, I'm just saying, it was crazy. We did not know how much everything was going to be, because when they brought us the ticket, she didn't even let me see the ticket. When she looked at it, she's like, I ain't showing you this. So it took her a while until I got her to show me how much the whole food, all of our food was. So, but
yeah,
I I'm actually happy I got this figure, even though I did have to sell a figure I did not want to get rid of. Just having this figure was good enough. So I'm hoping to try to be able to get the Scourge figure or the Sweep. I don't know which one it is. I think it's Scourge.
Oh, yeah.
And
We've all
it's
had
the one from
also,
the
yeah,
86 line.
unit collections for personal reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. I
some.
still got your 2 figures, man. I ain't selling them, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna hold on to those.
Okay. Yeah. When I get around to reviewing Laser Prime, I was thinking of doing a comparison with one of my other versions of Laser Optimus Prime that I at first was surprised that I didn't see a lot of collectors have this, but then I realized that it's a rare thing to own, so I'm now not too surprised that I haven't seen anyone do a comparison of the Legacy Prime with this one.
You want to show which one it is?
Sure, it's the one. Sorry, wrong hand. Wrong direction. I don't know where I'm pointing. Oh, there it is. Right there behind me.
Let me full screen you.
So let me turn around and grab it.
Oh, because I'm curious if he also has it.
Yeah. So this is the 2011 Laser Optimus Prime that was released in the Reveal the Shield line. This was Hasbro and Takara Tomi's first attempt at updating the G2 Laser Prime figure. And when it came out, as great a figure as it was, I noticed there was something missing. You know what it is, right?
His trailer?
Exactly. And a third-party company, a few years after this figure was made, called, well, it's spelled Make Toys, but I think the E isn't silent because it's...
No, it's Make Toys.
Okay. I heard some people call it Make Toys, so I've been confused the last few years as to how it's supposed to be spelled. But anyways, they came out with a trailer to go with this figure, and so back in 2014, I grabbed Make Toys trailer for Laser Prime.
I gotta say, the guns on those things and the big rocket launcher cannons, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's cool, but he looks overpowered.
Yeah. Well, what's disappointing about this figure, it's between only 1/2 to 1/3 the size of the original G2 Laser Prime figure. Even with the trailer. I think the trailer on the original G2 figure itself is the same length as this whole figure right here. Just the tanker trailer.
Nice. And do you have one of the original G2 Laser Primes? I can't remember. Oh, shiny.
So yeah, it's roughly about the same
size. That's Black Convoy's trailer. That's Scourge's trailer.
Yep. And yeah, I have that Optimus. I missed out on Make Toys Battle Tanker.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm still trying to find it.
Yeah, I got mine on Amazon back in 2014. It was going for just $115, and normally when it was first released, I think it first came out in either 2012 or 2013. It was originally retailing for close to, I think, $150. So, but what really hurt collectors trying to get this thing was the following year after I got the official one in 2015, a knockoff appeared on Amazon from China. They only wanted $50 for the knockoff.
What? So that the official one, or is that the knockoff?
I have the official one that Make Toys released.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, and the key difference between Make Toys official upgrade kit and the knockoff is that the knockoff, if I remember correctly, does not have, I'm trying to remove it, and of course it doesn't want to cooperate on camera. The knockoff does not have this accessory piece right here. And what this is, there's a little switch on there. I don't know. Sorry for the bad angle. Oh, you can see there's a little switch right there. And when you turn it on, there is an LED light inside this thing. And this is the hilt for the sword that you get with this upgrade kit. So you can mimic Optimus Prime's gimmick that the original G2 figure had of his weapon lighting up from a laser in his quote-unquote arm, even though it's actually a sword. So this stuff right here is an actual electric wire that goes from the battery to the light bulb inside the hilt of the sword.
Ah, okay. And I'm
Yeah.
shocked. And it's shocking to see that the light still works after all these years.
Well,
But
it kind of faded. Well, it kind of faded, and so just the other day when I pulled this thing out to do a comparison with my Legacy Prime review, I'm still undecided if I'm going to. Well, I'm having trouble deciding if I should next start reviewing Wave 1 of Legacy or before I take the figures out of their packages, which technically I already did with Hot Rod. If I should do a video review showing off Wave 1 of Legacy, like a Wave Collection video. I don't know if I should do that or if I should just get into the reviews and forgo a Wave Collection video.
Ah, okay.
But yeah.
Oh, and what did you think of the repaint of Legacy Optimus Prime?
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I do not own a single version of Robots in Disguise Scourge or Black Convoy. I do not own any figure like that.
Alrighty, Scourge. Different version of RID Scourge.
I almost got that you just picked up, Johnimus. I almost got that off of Amazon a few years ago, but the day I finally had enough money to go buy it, you know what Amazon did? They deleted the product detail page for that figure. And
that's bull.
Do you know what figure? I'm still trying to get the repaint of the. I think it's the Titans Return Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, was that the original big convoy?
I think it is.
My favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that figure. That is a really expensive figure.
Yeah. You know what makes that figure special? If I remember correctly, that's the first action figure that had a matrix of leadership inside its chest.
Yes, it does. Well, the original one.
Yeah.
I actually want that figure. It looks. I love mammoths. They're so fluffy.
I almost got the blue version that Takara Tomy released in their Legends line.
The Ultra.
Yeah.
This.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get that version. I came close to getting that version.
I'm still trying to get that thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, so deja vu. After I couldn't get the Robots in Disguise Scourge that Johnimus that you picked up a moment ago, the repaint of G2 Prime with the bellows pump and the rockets. Yeah. Okay, so Amazon deleted the product detail page on that figure the day I went to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? History repeated itself. The day I went to go buy off of Amazon the Takara Tomy Legends version of Black Convoy, the repaint of Titans Return Prime, they did the same thing. They deleted the product detail page for that figure and removed it from their site.
Bro, that's fucked up.
So
and you still have the.
And you I took still that have as that. I wasn't destined to have a figure of Black Convoy in my collection yet.
You soon get it. I would promise you.
But yeah, Amazon pulled a double whammy on me and denied me not one but two Robots in Disguise Scourge / Black Convoy figures.
And you still have that Amazon listing saved or something?
I did, but then I decided to delete it because I realized because I had it on there for 3 years and Amazon didn't do a thing with it and they've never brought it back. So I figured so I gave up.
Hey, let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope you get the Legacy one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for. But it's a Walmart exclusive and there's no Walmarts where I live. So I'm going to have to go on eBay and pay a scalper.
Bro, me and Star can get you cover.
Yeah, talk to this guy right here. Yeah, the one I'm pointing at over there. I hope.
I wish I could give you the middle finger right now, but I don't have a webcam.
Yeah.
Hey,
and the cheapest I've seen the Robots in Disguise, that version that Optimus Prime showed, it's called Destructicon Scourge. And the cheapest I've seen that version going for on eBay is $75.
Ew.
And for a figure that size, I don't think it's worth the price.
And
it's the only versions I've seen are used out of box, and they're either missing the rockets or the bellows pump has broken off.
Down.
That launches the rockets.
Mine's missing his little gun.
Oh, the laser gun. Yeah, that's another piece that gets lost.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm looking for.
Yeah, I have the bludgeon figure that was released alongside that Scourge figure. Yeah, I got it off of Amazon several years ago, and I almost took it out of the packaging, but some of my friends told me to leave it in the box, so I still have it in the box. But I'm kind of glad that I took their advice and left it in the box, because I now have the original Generation 2 Megatron figure that it's repainted from. I got it back in March. Yeah. Oh, is that the Spy Changer Scourge?
Yeah, the little Spy Changer one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that figure's awesome.
Mhm.
Only because he's on my combiner shelf, because I have him standing next to this guy.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Ruination / Baldigus.
Now, the thing about his gold on here, I swapped it with the Desert Camo gold to get a more show accurate look to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the Japan. I can't pronounce it. Name starts with a B.
Yeah, I know it. It's Baldigus.
Yeah. Always forget, even though bald.
Oh wow, wait, whose idea was it naming that name Baldicus?
Oh my God.
Well, another way of pronouncing it is if you pronounce the letter G as if it were a letter J.
True.
Baldigus. That's how I incorrectly pronounced it until the correct name was. I found out about how it's correctly pronounced.
Yeah.
But it's just like the character of God Jinrai. Yeah. Yeah, see, exactly. $115 is the average price that Black Convoy goes for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just wait and take my chances with the upcoming Legacy figure. When that figure...
Yeah, Fengi. When you was looking for the Titans Return RID Scourge, was it on eBay?
Yes.
Was it like a few weeks ago?
I think so, yeah. That's the last time I saw it.
Did you get outbidded?
I did. I placed a bid just to see.
I got outbidded in like the last 3 seconds. I was the top bid. I was like, I'm not going over 100 on this. 100 is my max on this one. And the person bid $2 more on me.
Uh-huh. I bid on it just to see if I could have a chance of winning it. And when I was outbid, I said, no, I call it quits. I reached my budget.
Like, I'm not going over 100. 100 is my max. That's why I did. And someone did over 2. Then the same person had the black convoy of this mode with the black trailer.
Yeah.
From the
choice.
Out. What a coincidence.
It had this trailer.
Oh yeah, the black trailer with Nemesis Prime.
With the black convoy on this one. Yeah, and I got outbid on that one too.
That was released in the United line. You got outbid by United Black Convoy too.
Because it was a set that came with both of these. And I was like, well, I missed out on that one. That was my backup because I wanted to get it from my Dark Convoy, Nemesis Convoy section. And I got outbidded on that one too.
Well, I've actually experienced on eBay it both ways. I successfully outbid someone literally the last 2 seconds on a product.
Yep, that's what happened to me. The last 3 seconds.
Yeah,
I was just like, oh, it's mine. Outbid it. No, and I couldn't. I was like, it's over 100. God dang it.
Literally the last 3 seconds that it was there, I outbid the person trying to outbid me, and I got the product I was going for within the last 3 seconds, just enough time for me to click on all the buttons to outbid before it stopped. So I at least had a success with that. I can't really show it because it's in a box right now, but the thing that I won, the first thing I ever won on a bidding from eBay was it wasn't Black Zarks, it was a Scorpionox laser gun. And the reason why I chose to take a chance on bidding for it, I went on Scorpionox laser gun. It was the same seller. They decided to place a bid on one of the copies of Scorpionox laser gun. I didn't put up a bidding for Black Zarks laser gun. I had to pay it at the price the seller wanted. So, but because I chose to take a chance bidding on Scorponok's laser gun, I only paid $45 for Scorponok's laser gun. I had to pay the full price for Black Zarex, unfortunately. Yeah. So when I include the sales tax and the shipping, it ended up coming to $70 for Black Zarex laser gun.
Now for the both Black Zarex Scorponok figure, do you ever shop or go on to TF Safari?
No, I do not. The reason why I don't use too many websites is because I have to make a confession. I do not own any credit cards. The only websites that I can buy Transformers figures from are websites that have gift cards. Target.com, Amazon, eBay, GameStop, Best Buy. Those are the only websites that I can buy Transformers figures from. If Walmart issued its own gift cards, then I would probably be able to use Walmart's website, and I wouldn't gripe and complain about having a difficult time getting Walmart's exclusives. But that's the situation I'm in. And to be honest, with all the horrible stories my parents have told about being in credit card debt, I don't want to jump the shark.
Do you not have a PayPal account or anything set up like that?
No, I don't. No, I've never believed in using PayPal. I only believe in paying right now instead of having to pay later, because I've always, one of my fears has always been falling into debt.
I can understand that, but I use PayPal for most of my Transformers spending and stuff, because it's I've had a friend who he works for Chase, and he said it's actually really good. They'll actually if something happens or something, they protect you and stuff. So, but at TF Safari, they actually have the Titans class Scorponoks and Black Zarex accessory pieces at a much cheaper price. It's not DNA's design; it's a different brand. But you can actually select which sets you want to get. If you want to get the shoulder cannons, shield, or blaster and stuff.
Oh, you can pick. Yeah, you can pick and choose accessories.
Yeah, they have 3 different sets you could choose. You could get them all at once, which is I think all of them were half the price of DNA kits or Black Zarex.
Yeah,
that was all together. Or you could just buy certain parts that you just want.
Oh yeah.
Stuff. So,
yeah, I might.
If I didn't already have the DNA kits, I probably would have got it. I actually like TF Safari. Yeah. I mean, the wait to get my stuff from it's a few weeks and everything, but I get them and they secure the packages as well. I have never had any issues from them. And plus, you also get points too for whatever you spend on there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I might have to look into using TF Safari and opening up a PayPal account one of these days.
Yeah, I was going to say that you use PayPal.
Now, there's one thing I wanted to show you. For those of you wondering just how huge these knockoffs are, here it is next to Kingdom Slammer. So here it is next to a deluxe figure.
Oh gosh!
Look at that height difference.
Damn, that's a big boy.
That's a big gun. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a big gun.
Let me see if I can.
I get my transforming tape measure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, see how large the barrel is here on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Look, it's the width of a AAA battery.
It almost looked like it's shooting out a bullet, but instead of a bullet, it's a battery.
Or a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry I had to say this, but I gotta back out. My mom's a bit drunk.
Oh,
yeah, this is exactly 12 inches long. The DNA.
Oh yeah, that's DNA Designs. Yeah, so here's a comparison of DNA Design with the knockoff.
I don't know how much we're gonna compare with this. We're in different parts.
But
you can see it's got the DNA Design's got just a little bit of paint app with the silver stuff on it, but
it's got a lot more sculpted detail, and it's got that 5mm peg that actually plugs into the lower arm.
Jonamus, you gotta hook me up with some DNA Design kits.
Don't listen to this guy. Trust me.
Silence you.
Don't listen to him.
Silence Starscream. Nobody loves you.
But if I want
Everyone
to, with
loves-
mine, I can have Fortress Maximus or Metroplex hold mine because it's the same.
I wondered if it was the same rifle I've seen for.
Yep, it's the same rifle and everything, which I do have Fortress Maximus with his.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got Perfect Effects, the one that Perfect Effect released for Fortress Maximus. I got his laser gun and the Master Sword.
Nice.
Yeah,
I need a Master Sword.
I still need upgrade kits for my Devastator.
yeah. So
But
the only third-party
All right.
merchandise that I collect and have been collecting are ones that I believe are absolutely necessary. So I ordered 5 upgrade kits from eBay today. They're pretty small, but they're ones that I believe are necessary upgrades, especially for the Transformers figures I bought them for.
Where did I put them in? Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
let's
you
see.
want to share? Do you want
I've
to
got
share
some
with?
stuff on eBay
Oh,
I haven't purchased yet, but I've got them on Wish, and I want to turn this Megatron into like the more IDW drill Megatron
Oh yeah.
accessories and stuff. Just kind of branch out with my Megatron stuff, which I
Yeah.
redid and everything.
Mhm.
And I ain't got no room for him
Nice.
up there now.
Oh yeah.
Man, I love the Netflix version of that Megatron. Oh, and by the way, Ruben, if you need to head out, I
Yeah, I need
understand,
to
man.
back out before I go. TFX, I got you covered on Boss, so I'll let you know when I get it.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, and
Thank
also you better don't forget we got to help him with the Scourge.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, if I have enough points for PayPal,
Yeah.
which you should recommend, I will recommend to use it in the future. You know,
Mm.
and also PayPal does not use credit card. We always use debit card. It's easier,
Mm.
so you don't have to pay these damn bills.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
All right,
If you want to
man.
use PayPal, let me know. So me and my sister can help you out.
All right.
All right, man. Well,
Yeah.
gentlemen, I must go.
Good evening, Ruben.
Peace.
Peace out.
I'll call you tomorrow, by the way.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
later, man.
So yeah, the 5 upgrade kits that I ordered from eBay today, I got them from the same seller, so they're going to arrive in the same packaging. I got a shoulder cannon for the Generation Selects G2 Megatron figure, so he'll be able to have his
Nice.
shoulder cannon mount on his shoulder like the original G2 figure.
Is that the one that has like the more of a tank tread chest?
Yes, the original G2 Megatron figure, the green one.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
looking at that, and I'm like, I kind of want to get that
Yeah.
because I got the shoulder cannon from Lurkin's Lair to
Oh,
give
yeah.
him more of that G2 shoulder cannon look.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this
Good.
one it's a much smaller like shoulder mount for the cannon itself. And then but before I continue, I just wanted to let you know that from the videos I've seen, the photos I've looked at, and all the comparison shots I managed to find in the many hours I've spent browsing around the internet, the original Generation 2 Megatron figure, it's one of 3 Transformers figures that's tied together for the title of largest Transformers action figure that has a battle tank for an alt mode. The 2 figures that it's tied with are the Transformers Armada Megatron figure, the original released in 2002, and the Transformers 2007 Movie 1 Leader Class Brawl figure. Those are the 3 tank Transformers that are tied together for the title of being the largest tank Transformer to ever be released. And then I think after those 3 figures, the figure that's number 4, the 4th largest tank, is Combiner Wars Megatron.
Okay. And I love that Combiner Wars Megatron.
Yeah, and after that, the 5th one, the 5th largest tank Transformer, I cannot say with absolute certainty. Not counting, if you don't count repaints, I honestly can't say what the 5th largest tank Transformer is after those 4 figures. But if I had to make an educated guess, I'd say G1 Overlord or what's another large tank Transformer? I can't think of any off the top of my head at the moment, but Yeah, Generation 1 Overlord or
I'm not gonna say Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, the leader class. I'm not gonna say that because that's an alien tank.
yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah, Earth tanks.
yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I think those are the biggest like tanks.
Yeah.
Transformers.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I can't.
I think so I personally think it's amazing that G2 Megatron for 9 years from or almost 10 years from 1992 to 2002, he held the title of being largest tank transformer ever until he was challenged by Armada Megatron for that title.
I love that Armada Megatron.
Yeah, I have the Galvatron version of the mold, and I really love having it in my collection.
Yeah, I've got the Armada over here. My Megatron shelf.
And you had that Galvatron in the box for a long time, if I'm not mistaken.
No. What happened was I was not able to get Armada Megatron until the year 2017, 13 years after he'd been released, or 14 years after he was released in 2003. That's what happened.
Oh, okay. And so you kept it in the box?
For the last 5 years.
And you kept it in the box since you bought it?
No, I took it out and I transformed it. I couldn't keep it in the box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I could hands on the figures and transform and articulations and everything.
Of course, especially since with Armada. I started collecting Transformers with the Armada line back in 2003. I was only 12 and a half years old when I started collecting Transformers, so I
started at 7 during the...
I graduated in 2003.
You graduated in 2003?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the chat. Oh, God. I'm gonna leave that one, but... Hey, just letting you know... Oh, I didn't mean...
That's me.
I'll add you in, but just... No, I didn't mean to do that. Because I got... Hey, I'm just letting you know, don't unmute yourself. Just talk in the chat.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get... I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube with this one.
Yeah, so the first
go ahead, TFN Geek.
I ordered today was a shoulder mount for the Generation Selects G2 Megatron's cannon, and then the other upgrade kits I got was the front teeth for Studio Series Grimlock, so he'll have a full set of teeth. Yeah,
that was bugging you too, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so Grimlock will be able to say me Grimlock.
Don't unmute yourself.
And then
it looks like someone punched Grimlock's front teeth out.
Yeah, I got
Grimlock's teeth out
for Grimlock, and he also came with this little helmet for Copytron when he was transferring his intelligence when he was smart in G1.
Oh yeah, to the Technobots. Yeah. Grimlock's new brain is one of my favorite episodes from season 3.
That episode is sad. Especially seeing Smart Grimlock go, and the Protectobots getting emotional about it because they didn't want him to go. That was an emotional episode.
Yeah, but for me, it paid off in the end, seeing him playing around in the pool with the other Dinobots at the end, because he told them that it was silly to do that earlier in the episode when he was smart.
My God.
So after Grimlock's teeth, I also got what were the other?
No problem, Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, I got Core Class Skywarp's Null Rays.
Oh God! Why did they skip out on that? I'm sure they could have like with the Ravage figure, the 86.
Optimus Prime already has.
Yeah, like with
Lurkin Slayer.
Does it matches the purple pretty well? Because it shows it. It looks like on camera it shows it matches the purple.
It's just a slight light color purple, just very little.
Oh yeah, I can see the difference. Yeah, I can see the difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was bugging the crap out of me.
Oh, same here. I hope if we get Skywarp, his weapons will be his Null Rays.
Yeah, you know that. Hey, you know with Seekers, if there's going to be a Starscream, there'll be a Thundercracker and a Skywarp, and who knows what other repaints they'll come out with.
Have you ever noticed that
You know-
Seeker's always? Have you ever? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Lord Master Starscream. I just have to say this.
Go ahead.
Have you ever noticed that the Seekers always come in groups of 3? Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Dirge, Thrust, Ramjet. The Rainmakers, Acid Storm.
Oh,
Nova-
God. And the Rainmakers?
And technically, it got Red Wing,
I
Sparklet,
never noticed.
Seeker, and Hot Links is my other trio, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I showed in my review of the Seeker that the Siege Tetrajet mold has now been used 10 times.
Oh,
The
nice.
10th version, the 10th version is Shattered Glass Starscream.
Hey,
I only think I have
yeah,
9.
Fangy,
Yeah, I have all 10
I need
of
to.
the mold.
You please tell me. Did you have the Siege Skywarp pre-ordered?
I did. I had it pre-ordered the day it went up.
Ah!
So Amazon was able to fulfill my pre-order and sent me a copy. No trouble at all. I almost, I came this close to buying a second version, a second copy of Siege Skywarp to keep in the box. Had I known how rare a figure he'd become, I would have double dipped when I had the chance.
Man, that's literally. I still need that figure, or well, actually, both of us still need that figure, so I could at least complete the main 3. But I like I said, I originally wanted to buy 2 Hot Link figures. One I could just have as Hot Link, and another one I could just pop the chest off and just change out some of the crotch pieces with the. If I bought a second version of Thundercracker, I could put all the gray parts onto Hollow. There's a Skywarp, but unfortunately, before I could even get the chance to get the other version or a second version of Hot Link, here's what happened. I'm not even kidding. About the time I had the money to go get the other version of Hot Link, I go to Walmart, I see the box, I'm like, yes, Hot Link is there. Guess what was in the box? Someone took Hot Link out of the box and replaced it with a Netflix Megatron. Yeah, the Siege Netflix Megatron. I was like, yeah, they took the tray out and everything and put the Netflix Megatron in Hot Link's box. And I was mad for that whole entire day.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot believe they did that.
Yeah, I
But
know.
yeah,
I don't know if you remember almost a year ago, I showed you my worst figure swapping experience ever. This really happened to me, Optimus Prime. Last year on my birthday, I went to Target and I found Kingdom T-Rex. You can see him sitting right up here behind me, where I'm pointing. And so I see the box and I was like, oh, yay. And so I turned it around and I was like, I didn't expect the figure to look like this. And so a split second later, I go, wait a minute, this isn't T-Rex. And so I look at it. Someone took out Kingdom T-Rex and then they tied it down so it was stuck to the back tray. So they took the box home, took out Kingdom T-Rex, put this other Transformers figure, strapped it in there with the plastic tie downs, and then returned it to Target. The figure inside the box was Age of Extinction Scorn.
Really?
Uh-huh. I still have a photo of it on my cell phone.
If you want to show it, you can.
I don't know how well the quality of it's going to look on my computer camera.
Oh, you showed it before.
As he does that, I'll just show these guys.
Oh,
So I swapped
nice.
the wing, and I took the black off.
that looks a whole lot better. That looks a whole lot better.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because I was like, the purple looks so much better on him because of the purple color and everything. And to me, he had to have clear wings. So yeah.
Did he?
Then also
Did
that
he
little
have clear wings?
accessories from Larkin Slayers too. There's my camera.
Nice. Did he have the clear? Nice. Did he have clear wings in Beast Wars Waspinator?
Well, they were kind of like that translucent
remember.
color that had the little sheen, like oil does, that little sheen to it. But they were basically clear.
Oh.
They weren't purple or anything.
Oh,
Okay, so I finally brought it up. Take a look at this.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Look, there is Age of Extinction Scorn inside Kingdom T-Rex's box.
Oh, I can see this. I can see the tie downs. I can see it. I can see
That's
it on
funny.
his shoulder. Wow. Why?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Someone actually took the time to put twisty ties and strap them down.
Yeah, look at this photo I took. There's a clearer shot of the tie
Oh,
downs. Look.
wow. Wow. Someone actually took the time to do that.
I do have a story, but
But you know what
it's
that
not
means,
my
don't you?
story.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jonathan, but you guys know what that means, don't you? Since they returned this to Target, they technically got Kingdom T-Rex for free since Target had to give them their money back since they came back and returned it.
That's dirty.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God.
I've got this one friend. He
Mm-hmm.
got an Optimus Prime from the live action. I can't remember which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
But he got it. It was one of the bigger Optimus in the big package and everything. And when he got it, he looked at it. He was like, "This is, it looks different and everything." And comparing it with others, it's like, yeah, this is totally different. It's the same Optimus, but somebody did a custom paint job and made it look battle worn a bit.
Mm.
And now we're talking about a really good paint job.
Mm.
Not like some kid took a marker or anything. Like this was very well detailed and everything. And he's like, it doesn't look like the box has been tampered with because the tape is still on it and everything. But he's looked up online and the exact same figure in the box and everything, and it's entirely different. So somebody around my area did a custom Optimus from the live action movie and did a custom paint job and took it back to stores and someone bought it.
Mm.
And everything, and he still has it in the box, and he won't take it out because
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was what you could see. It's like it's really good, like brush strokes and everything. It's like, and he can't find any other copy like that at all.
Oh,
He's looked up and none matched up. So someone did a custom paint work on that one. Just I guess to make somebody happy.
That reminds me, I found a factory error figure one day. I ordered from Amazon the Generation Selects Tiger Track, the yellow reprint of Sideswipe.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how with the Siege Sideswipe mold, there's two different head sculpts. The only difference is the ears or the horns. There's a version with long horns and a version with short horns. The version with short horns was the one designed for Siege Red Alert. And Tiger Track, he's supposed to have the long horns because he's a straight up repaint of Siege Sideswipe. My first copy of Tiger Track has the short horns on Red Alert.
Oh my God!
Double check mine because I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, and that was a factory error because Tiger Track is supposed to have the long horns like Siege Sideswipe.
Yeah, he's got the long horns.
Yeah. So as far as I know, I'm the only person who's found a short-horned version of Generation Select's Tiger Track.
I'll keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. Oh, and speaking of the Sideswipe mold, how happy are you we're finally getting Clamped Down?
I'm overjoyed because you know what? Clamped Down is the last of 8 Lamborghini Autobots from the Diaclone line. There were 8 of them in the Diaclone line. And with Clamped Down, all 8 of them have finally been given modern-day deluxe figures. There were 5 versions of the Sideswipe mold and 3 versions of the Sunstreaker mold. And originally, of those 8 Lamborghini robots, only 3 of them were chosen to become Transformers characters back in Generation 1. The red standard Lamborghini for Sideswipe, the red and white Fire Chief standard Lamborghini for Red Alert, and then the yellow modified Lamborghini, and by modified, I mean the version with the exposed engine. The yellow version of that mold was chosen to be Sunstreaker. And it wasn't until, I believe it started in 2001 with the 20th anniversary of when Diaclone was released for the first time, that Takara Tomy slowly, a few at a time, turned the non-Transformers Diaclone robots into Transformers characters. If I remember correctly, the first version was the yellow version of the Sideswipe mold was turned into Tiger Track. Then the black version was turned into Deep Cover. The black and white police car version was then turned into Clampdown. And then after them, the two versions of Sunstreaker, the red version eventually became Spin Out, and then the police car version of Sunstreaker became Cordon.
I gotta get that 2-pack still to this day. I'm actually happy with the Sunstreaker, thanks to my sister for getting it for me on Christmas.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, when I got Earthrise Sunstreaker for Christmas, I was happy to have at least Siege Sideswipe to display him next to, but it still didn't feel right. And when I finally saw the Amazon exclusive Kingdom Red Alert, or excuse me, not Sideswipe with Skywarp, I was worried because I thought I was not going to be able to get that set because knowing how Amazon is with their exclusives, especially with Earthrise, I thought I wasn't going to be able to get it. So I went on eBay and I instead bought the MPM G1 Sideswipe, and I was happy with that figure, but thanks to someone that was close to me at the time for getting me the Kingdom 2-pack of Red Alert, or god dang it, of Sideswipe and Skywarp, I finally have both of the Earth Mode Lamborghini bots together, and I'm happy to be able to have Sideswipe and Sunstreaker in their Earth Modes displayed next to each other. God, they look so good together.
Oh yeah, I got the racing spoiler upgrades for Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, and also for Red Alert. So they now have the racing spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they skipped out on the racing spoilers to avoid, I guess, copyright or licensing issues of Lamborghini.
You're not going to get the racing spoilers for any of the other Lambos. I think Red Alert, Sunstreaker, and Sideswipe are pretty fine with them, and the others are fine without them. Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to order me some of those spoilers for those guys. I still haven't got around to it.
Yeah, if you get the racing spoiler for Sunstreaker, get the silver version because it looks so much better than the yellow version.
Well, didn't the G1 had silver?
Yeah, it was chrome, just like his engine. That's why I went with the silver racing spoiler for Sunstreaker. Yeah, the reason why
I think it's funny that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The reason why there's also a yellow version for Sunstreaker is because the second action figure of Sunstreaker that was ever released was the Universe Classics Deluxe figure from 2008, and it had the Hasbro version had a unpainted yellow racing spoiler on it. So that's why on some of these upgrade kits they make yellow spoilers for Sunstreaker if you want to give him the racing spoiler he had in IDW's comic books, because Sunstreaker's appearance in IDW was based directly off of his Universe 2008 toy. What are you going to say, Lord Master Starscream?
Yeah, and still to this day, I have to get the Kingdom Red Alert. Oh, yeah, like I said, I still need to get the Kingdom Red Alert. And also, I was going to say, I think it's funny that Sunstreaker was not much of a fighter because he cared about his paint job. And he was always worried about getting it scratched.
Oh, yeah,
I guess you could say that. Hey, that's what or not only a G1 Sunstreaker does that. Like, he doesn't like his paint getting scratched. Same for Prime Knockout. He doesn't like his paint getting scratched.
I thought you were going to talk about Trax.
That's what I was about to say.
Trax is more than Sunstreaker.
Oh God, I forgot.
Yeah.
I just have this buffed.
And with his British accent, that the first time I heard Trax talk, I was not expecting that he was going to have a British accent. And when I heard him talk, I burst out laughing because
I like to stay in my stunning vehicle mode. I'm actually happy I got the Kingdom version of that figure. I don't have any issues with mine, even though the legs on some people's are loose, and every time you shake it, it just wobbles around. I haven't had any problem with my version
the
of
problem
it.
I have with Kingdom Tracks is the actual transformation. Because the way it's supposed to transform, you're supposed to rotate the leg, but then rotate
the transformation
foot
was chaos for
when you
some
rotate
people.
the foot, it hits a panel, and so you have to force it around the panel to get it to transform correctly. Unless I'm transforming Tracks wrong, but
I've never had any issues with
and you
Kingdom Tracks and Off-Road, their transformation.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
And you got Off-Road as a gift.
I'm being a little extra careful because of the, because it's like a translucent plastic stuff, and I don't want to break any of the hinges and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, especially with Road Rage, because the Kingdom version is the only figure of Road Rage that I have in my collection.
Yeah, for me, I don't transform. Back then, I used to transform my figures, but I don't do it anymore because of the quality of plastic is going crazy, and I'm sure it's going to be that way for Legacy also with some translucent plastic.
Yeah.
So I try to get my money's worth. Like, I used to transform my Tetrajet Seekers all the time, but until I heard rumors that the whole backpack, the little hinge part, was breaking off, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that until someone pointed it out. And it's true. The entire upper and lower halves of the Siege Tetrajet mold depends on one super thin hinge joint to transform properly. I don't know if you guys were aware of that.
Oh, like I said, that's why I don't transform a lot of my figures anymore.
Yeah.
Unless I have duplicates.
I haven't really any issues or anything, but I like to take time transforming my figures.
Oh yeah, same here.
Oh,
but yeah.
Oh, is that the?
That was Skids.
Go ahead, TF.
Legacy Skids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that figure.
I used to own G1
Go ahead.
Skids and everything until one point I had to downsize my collection because I needed money and stuff. This way back when, early, like mid 2000s. But oh my god, that's like, an upgrade, updated version of the G1 and everything.
Are you looking for the original G1 Skids? Because at the collector store, I think they have a re-release version or something like that still in the box. I don't know how much it is, but I could take a picture of the price. And
I don't really need it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So using chat, this is what everyone has been talking about the Siege mold. The Siege Tetrajet mold right there depends on this tiny hinge joint to transform the upper and lower halves correctly.
Yeah, and that whole white part, that whole entire thing just breaks off. That's why I don't transform them anymore. Because I'm scared of either breaking something, because I'm just saying, if I break one of my Transformers figures, I feel like I just wasted my freaking money. So that's why I don't transform my figures. I buy them, I mess around with them, make sure the joints are tight, then I just put them on display. That's it. And I'm like, hey, I'm happy I got it.
Yeah, that's been my attitude.
But yeah, the last Transformers figures I got, the last Transformers figures I was able to get was thanks to Ruben for helping me out, movie. Oh, darn it. Okay, I had a little bit of an internet hiccup. Gosh darn it, what the heck? The last two Transformers figures I got were the Bumblebee movie Ratchet and Brawn figure. So at the time those were released, I finally got completist on the Bumblebee movie figures, and I still have to get the Ironhide and RC figure, but I'm actually hoping to be able to get some of the Legacy figures, because man, that Skids looks awesome. Even though some people complain at it, it still looks pretty good. And I'm actually hoping we get some repaints of that figure.
Oh, yeah. Skids was the deluxe figure I was the most excited to get, and he was after Laser Prime, he was the second Legacy Transformers figure that I purchased. I got Skids from Amazon, so unfortunately his box.
I want to ask, TFN Geek.
Yes.
Yeah. Emma. What convinced you to buy the Transformers Prime figures? I thought you said you were going to skip out on those. What sold you on it?
Well, the reason I can reach him, dust his box off a bit. What convinced me to buy Bulkhead was I walked into my local Target store and there he was. Looked at my wallet, had enough money to buy him, so I figured, why not?
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I saw that figure in person. That figure looks awesome.
Yeah, so that's what convinced me to buy Bulkhead was just because I found him at my local Target store.
Right.
And yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Were you able to get RC?
I was. I got all of the Legacy Wave 1 figures.
Okay.
I have to move some stuff to get to RC's box, but
No, that's all good.
Or not, but yeah. So I already told some friends of mine that I was going to do this, and this is one of the reasons why I decided to get the Legacy Prime RC figure. I am going to use that figure as my G1 Solus Prime figure, and use it as a different character.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask, what do you guys think of that idea of Legacy Prime RC doubling as Solus Prime?
I've actually heard a lot of people are actually going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what I've noticed here at my local Target? At my local Target store, Legacy Prime RC sells out faster than Kickback and Skids now.
I gotta ask: have you seen do you have any drag strips? Because I'm just saying, I'm only gonna focus on the combiners every chance I get. Mm-hmm. Have you seen any drag strips? Are they shelf forming or anything?
No, the only copy of drag strip I've seen is the one that I purchased.
Oh, come on! God darn it!
The only figure I passed through my local Target store on my way to work today, and the only Legacy Deluxe figures they had one copy of RC and they had 3 copies of Kickback.
Oh my
so
God.
Kickback is the Legacy Deluxe figure that's shelf warming where I live now.
Oh God! Oh, real quick before I forget, what did you guys think of the Amazon exclusive Wreckers?
I only got 2 of the sets.
I'm gonna guess one of them you got. I'm gonna take a guess. You got the Impactor one.
Yes, but I didn't get it for Impactor. I got it for the Spinosaurus fossilizer.
Jurassic Park, I'm guessing.
No, I'm just trying to go completist on the fossilizers because I have all 8 of the Kingdom fossilizers, including the Hasbro Pulse Tricranius figure.
And I'm guessing the other one you got is the Mirage repaint. I forgot his name.
Leadfoot.
Yeah, Leadfoot. Yeah, I got that. Set.
I'm guessing you got that.
And yeah, I got that for both figures in that set. G2 Leadfoot, Leadfoot, and for the fossilizer.
I gotta say, TFN Geek, I know everyone is saying that the Legacy. Oh gosh, I hate that I'm lagging. I was gonna say, I know that you said that the Legacy Bulkhead figure looks like Age of Extinction Hound, but now looking at the Wreckers version, he's looking more like Hound now because of all the camouflage.
Actually, he's looking more to me like a wonky version of Roadbuster with that camouflage. You know what he actually looks like to me? He actually looks like I can't remember the character's name, the torso bot for Robots in Disguise Ruination.
Oh my gosh.
Octane?
What?
Octane, wasn't it?
Yeah, High Octane, yeah.
Oh, darn it. I didn't mean to do that.
Now that you mention it, I'm looking at it, yeah, I can do see the resemblance.
Yeah, Amazon the Wreckers version of Bulkhead looks like High Octane from Robots in Disguise. Then it does Age of Extinction Hound.
Oh my.
I pre-ordered
I
all
got-
of them.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I passed on Twin Twist because I don't know why. I still have the Titans Return version of Twin Twist, and I still enjoyed that figure wholeheartedly. Topspin and Twin Twist are my favorite deluxe figures from the Titans Return line. I know we got all of the Headmasters and half of the Target Masters in Titans Return, but if I had to pick and choose my favorite deluxe figures from the Titans Return line, it would have to be the Jump Starters.
Oh my gosh. I actually like the repaint of Springer. It's actually pretty cool.
G1 style toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's why I got it. I was like, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, are these the very first Transformers figures we're getting with the Wreckers logo for mass retail? Or, well, not mass retail, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the
Is
first
that-
Wreckers Transformers. No, they are not.
They're not?
Yeah.
Darn it.
Not.
What?
No, they're not. The very first Wreckers Transformers we got were the repaints of the Fall of Cybertron Combaticons. We got the Fall of Cybertron Wreckers in the final wave of the Fall of Cybertron line. They combine into Ruination. Look it up on the Transformers Wikipedia.
Did they have that wrecker symbol?
Let's see. I can't remember if the Limbots do, but Impactor, the Torso Bot, he does. Ruination, Fall of Cybertron Ruination has a Wrecker symbol on his chest.
Oh, come on.
Because I thought that's what he was asking, if the wrecker symbol.
Oh yeah, that's what he wanted. But yeah, that was the Fall of Cybertron Impactor was the first ever Wreckers Transformers figure we got back in 2013. Yeah, he's got both an Autobot logo for Impactor has an Autobot logo for himself, but then he's got a Wrecker symbol for Ruination when he combines with the other Wreckers into Fall of Cybertron Ruination. I can pull out my Fall of Cybertron Impactor figure if you want to look at that Wrecker symbol.
Yeah, I didn't know that when it's combined, it had the wrecker symbol. Because I never saw it. I was like,
yeah, give me a few seconds to pull it out and grab it.
Man, I didn't know that either. I swear, I thought the Amazon exclusives, I thought those were the first ones we got with the Wrecker logo. Man.
well, I was
That's crazy.
going to say that it had the symbol. Like, that was the only, a wrecker symbol. They didn't have an Autobot or anything. That, they put those wrecker symbols on them. That's what they only had. The only one I could also think of really was this Roadbuster. They gave you the option of putting an Autobot or a wrecker sticker symbol on it. So I put the wrecker symbol.
Yeah.
Roadbuster was the first one you had with an option. But he was released in 2014. But
Yeah.
the year before Roadbuster was released in the Thrilling 30 line, gentlemen, meet the first ever official released Impactor figure. Now I have him transformed into his alt mode, and there's the Autobot logo that Impactor has for himself. And it's kind of hard to see when his cannon weapon is attached to him, but if I remove it and then move his arms out of the way, gentlemen, feast your eyes on the first ever Wreckers logo. Ta-da!
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I'm going to have to get that now because I didn't know that he had the wrecker symbol.
Oh, yeah. That's for when he's combined with the other Fall of Cybertron Wreckers into Ruination.
Wow. I didn't even know that. I thought the Amazon exclusives were the very first.
Nope. This figure here, Fall of Cybertron Impactor from 2013, is the first ever Wreckers Transformers figure.
Wow. That's crazy.
Dude, that's why I got this guy, because you got the option to put the wrecker symbol on him.
You
and
know,
everything. So
I don't know if you were aware of this, Optimus Prime, but you can put both the Autobot and Wreckers logo on.
it's on his back.
Roadbuster. Yeah, I did the reverse. I put the Wreckers logo on his back and put the Autobot logo on his chest.
Well, I saw like a lot of people online at the time when they got and they put the Autobot symbol, and I was like, nope, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to put the wrecker symbol on it, make it more special in my collection.
Oh yeah.
And I got my own makeshift record shelf. Like, just like basically oddball
Mm-hmm.
Autobots
my
and
God.
stuff over there.
But yeah, it's this figure right here that holds the title of being the first ever Wreckers Transformer. The Fall of Cybertron version of Impactor.
I'm gonna have to get that set,
Uh-huh.
and I
So-
don't want to get the freaking exclusive one too now.
Yes, this one was a repaint and slight retool of Fall of Cybertron Onslaught. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the whole Combaticons from the Fall Cybertron game combiner.
Yeah, the year after they were released in 2012 and 2013, the last wave of the Fall of Cybertron line, the Combaticons were repainted with new head sculpts and also additional weapons that the Combaticons did not have into the Wreckers. That's what the combiner team for Fall of Cybertron Ruination is known as, the Wreckers. Because you get Impactor from Onslaught, Top Spin from Blastoff, Twin Twist from Brawl, Roadbuster from Swindle, and Whirl from Vortex.
Like,
Okay.
I honestly, when that set came out, and I knew they were going to like it was the Wreckers, but I was like, but there's no record. I never saw a Wrecker symbol on the figures itself, so I was like, I'll just pass that up, at the time, because I realized I was like getting other figures as well, so I passed up on that. But now that I know that has that Wrecker symbol, I'm gonna have to get it now.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I noticed that after because I'd seen a few product photos, but I was lucky. I got the Fall of Cybertron Wreckers for my birthday the year they came out, and when I looked at the product photos, some of them were like this, where when Impactor he's transformed into Ruination's torso, or so it's like this off to the side, or it's like this where there's a bright light shining on this area of the robot mode chest. And because that Wrecker symbol is powder blue with no background frame or outline on it on an orange chest, blends into it at certain angles.
Yeah, that's how I missed out on it.
But yeah, because when Impactor is in his standard robot mode, this is the front of his chest with the Autobot logo on it. But when he's transformed into Ruination, he tilts at a 45-degree angle, and Ruination is a Wrecker combiner.
Huh.
Well, I guess I'm going to go on a hunt for those guys now.
Well, yeah, that was the gimmick with the Fall of Cybertron Wreckers when they were released in 2013. Individually, they're Autobots, but when they combine into Fall of Cybertron Ruination, Fall of Cybertron Ruination is the first and currently only Wrecker combiner that exists.
Okay.
Yeah. I think what puts some collectors off on the Fall of Cybertron Wreckers is that Hasbro reversed Impactor's paint job. Instead of being mostly blue with orange highlights, he's instead mostly orange with blue highlights. The opposite of his appearance in the G1 Marvel and in IDW's comic books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's also kind of why I skipped on him, because it was like he doesn't quite look close, so like they're just like using his name for even license and stuff. So
because when you see this figure, do you picture Siege Impactor when you look at this figure? Be honest.
Not really. No.
Exactly.
I think a Huffer.
Exactly. Huffer is a more interesting character. But yeah, this is the first ever officially released Impactor figure and the first Wrecker Transformer. Kind of appropriate since Impactor founded the Wreckers.
I gotta say the new version of Impactor looks pretty good, especially in robot mode, especially the chest piece.
Well, the legacy version of Impactor is based on his appearance in the G1 Marvel UK comic books, so that's how Impactor originally looked back in the 80s.
Yeah, because it's not only just the chest. I think the head sculpt's actually different too.
It is a new head sculpt, yes, and it's based off of the G1. Yeah, those are all new sculpted parts. All right, so the Siege version of Impactor is based on his appearance in, I think, the Last Stand of the Wreckers comics, and then the other version of Siege Impactor that was released in that 3-pack with the holographic Mirage and one of the Power Dashers, Aragon. That version of Impactor was based on his appearance in IDW's comic books before the Wreckers were founded.
Man, Power Dasher.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome.
Is it
I
all
gotta
three
say,
Power Dashers.
Yep. The
Oh,
Power
no.
Dashers, which combines to Ultra Dasher.
No. Oh, do you have a video on your channel showing how to combine them into that? Because I want to do that.
No, I'm gonna plan on doing it eventually. But yeah, he's got like knee articulation, not quite much, but he's still got quite a bit of articulation and stuff.
I've always wanted to turn my Power Dashers into a combiner, but I didn't have the imagination or on how to put all the parts on it.
Yep, I got every piece on him.
Oh, John, you're making me want to pull out my Power Dashers and combine them into that beast. Okay, when the live stream's over, I'm going to go back and pause the video right here and watch you holding that up so I can work out which parts go where, because I want to do that with my Power
you know what? This will probably be my next video then. I'll do a video on it, how I did it and everything and stuff.
Oh, I'd definitely watch that video if you did. Please.
Yeah. Like, does the Power Dashers belong in your collection? Well, if you do this, it does.
I remember a few years ago for a Halloween video, I did some Frankenstein type monster transformers where I swapped out arms and legs amongst all three of the Power Dashers. You know, like turned
I was fiddling
rope
around with it, and I was like, it's like I gotta figure out combine mode and everything. He was on my combiner shelf, but now I've gotten some new combiners figure, so I ran out of room up there, so he's over here now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I'll make that's my next video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I hope you'll be able to get Fall of Cybertron Impactor. Make no mistake, he has hollowed out parts wherever you can imagine them. I mean, look at
it's no different from
Fall of Cybertron Onslaught. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have him over here.
Yeah. The only difference is that the robot heads are different, and Impactor comes with this extra weapon right here. Yeah. This is designed to.
Yeah, I have him.
Oh yeah, I have the Fall of Cybertron Combaticons as well.
Really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about the combine mode on that figure. Like, and I'll say this, and it's good for what it is, but it did come at a dark time when combiners weren't exactly that good.
Yeah, I think the main problem with the Fall of Cybertron combiners is that the torso bot is the same size as the arms and legs, so the body looks too small.
Yeah, well, that little bit different transformation for the arms might help balance it off a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I got it because I absolutely love the video game. I played it like nonstop and everything. And I did try to get the little upgrade kit for this guy to get him looking a little bit better, but I totally missed out on it.
Oh, yeah.
The SDCC version looks really good.
Yeah, that was re-released in the Platinum Edition line in a $100 Toys R Us exclusive with Grimlock.
Oh, yeah.
And they do a G2 version of that one too?
A what?
Yeah.
Yeah, G2 version. Yeah. That I believe was one of the first ever Amazon exclusive Transformers. Was the Fall of Cybertron G2 Bruticus.
What? Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't remember what the very first ever Transformers figure that was sold exclusively on Amazon was, but I believe Fall of Cybertron G2 Bruticus is a contender for that title. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because around that time in 2012, the economies of both the United States and Japan were going downhill, and AV Toys had gone out of business 3 years earlier in 2009, and so to sell the exclusives, Hasbro, that was around the time in the early 2010s when Hasbro decided to look to websites to release their exclusive Transformers rather than brick and mortar stores as they had done during the 90s and the 2000s. And then, oh, I almost forgot. I forgot to tell you. I only told you 3 of the 5 upgrade kits I ordered from eBay. I told you about Megatron's shoulder mount for his cannon, Grimlock's teeth, and Skywarp's null rays. The last 2 upgrade kits I got a port that you plug into the Generation Selects Art Fire. You plug it into the ladder, and you can have Nightstick sitting at the end of Art Fire's ladder and acting as a hose platform.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the other upgrade kit I got. And then the last upgrade kit I purchased was a backfiller for Studio Series Preceptor.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I got the black version because the red version wasn't the same shade of red. It didn't match up. And if you look at G1 Preceptor, the back of his torso was made out of black, was covered in black paint.
I wanted to ask.
Cast metal.
I wanted to ask. Do you? Well, starting with you, do you have the Thrilling 30s Windblade figure?
I do. That was the first ever Windblade figure I got. Reason why I'm laughing is because it's the first figure any of us ever got.
Well, I'm curious. Do you recommend that figure? Because I saw it over at the collector store, and I debated on getting it or not. I'm curious. Do you recommend that figure?
Yes, get it, Lord Master Starscream. You will not go wrong having the Generations Windblade figure in your collection.
Do it.
Might be a little finicky when she's in her jet mode, but that's only because the tabs on her are very small. But in robot mode, she has quite a bit of posability, and her 2 gimmicks of taking the comb out of the back of her head and using it as a boomerang type weapon, and the fact that her sword comes out of the sheath, that is another cool gimmick of her. Yeah. Like, do you have the Cyberverse version of Windblade?
All right.
No. Do you have the Titans Return version of it? Do you have the Titans Return version of Windblade? Okay. Well,
I can. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I will say this.
Okay. All right. My words might be a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say this. I do not regret adding Generations Windblade to my collection, and she remains one of my favorite figures of the entire Thrilling 30th.
I'm sure this is going to come as a shock, but I don't have a single Windblade in my collection, so she would be the first one I have in my collection.
Yeah, I have 3. I have Generations Windblade, Titans Return Windblade, and then I have the tiny little, I guess you could call it Legends class Cyberverse Windblade. It's the one that's one of those stupid half-formers where only the upper half of her body to a jet, and then her legs are left dangling under. But the reason why, but I still have that figure in the box. I never took it out. Some people have pointed out that if you fold up the legs, they can act as a pair of thrusters for the jet mode. So technically, the half-former Legends class version of Windblade can become a full transformer. But the main reason why I kept that in the box was for the nostalgia purpose that after my local Target store opened for business for the first time in 2018, the same year that Toys R Us went out of business. So Cyberverse Windblade was the favorite transformer figure I purchased at my own Target store. And it wasn't not a Target store out of town, but where I live. So that's why I kept her in the box. Now I know the statement I'm about to say isn't true, but
nice.
Notice that some of the figures that collectors, when they're first released, the ones that are usually considered either stupid or undesired, those are the ones that end up going for top dollar on the aftermarket 10, 15 years later. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to keep my tiny little Cyberverse Windblade figure in the box, just to see if maybe she might be one of those useless figures that might turn out to be sought after one day.
Worth something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the I didn't get any of the deluxe class sized Cyberverse Windblade figures because I couldn't justify the price whenever I saw it, and the Titans Return, both the Titans Return and the Generations Windblade figures, they're similar to Cyberverse Windblade, but with a lot more sculpted detailing and gimmicks put in.
For me, I go with the Krillin 30s Windblade one. I just like the design on them more than the Titans Return one bit, so that's why I didn't get it. And also, I never saw it too. But I liked it. I liked how that design, the sword and everything, and the transformation was nice and everything, and the sculpt detail was really good on it as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really enjoy Generations Windblade.
I'm curious, TFN Geek. Out of all the Transformers figures you have in your collection, what is the one that you are really happy that you got? Like you got really lucky on. For me, I'll have to say this: it's always going to be that Siege Jetfire, because oh my god, that figure was hard for me to get.
Oh yeah.
I'm so happy I got it.
Yeah. So this is what I meant by her jet mode being a little finicky. There's very few tabs that keep it pegged in place properly, but once you line the tabs up, it is quite an enjoyable Transformers figure to have.
And it's pretty well solid too, once you get everything tabbed up correctly and everything.
Yeah, once all the tabs are lined up in place. Stupid. If you're wondering about my outburst, it's not because of Windblade. The other day I cut my finger while I was trimming my fingernails. And it hasn't fully healed yet.
Ugh, I hate that.
But yeah, once you line up everything in place, Windblade is. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna quickly say, don't you just hate it if you don't use clippers and you're just trying to peel off a toenail or a fingernail and it accidentally just breaks off towards your skin? Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. And it goes in the direction you don't want it to go. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
but go ahead.
But yeah, like Optimus Prime said a moment ago, once you get all the tabs lined up properly, Generations Windblade turns into a pretty solid jet. And one nice thing is that her sword and the sheath sits on the back of the jet, so it looks like a missile hanging off the back of her. Yeah. One thing that some collectors complained about Windblade was that in jet mode, there really isn't a place for her robot mode legs to go, so they're kind of sticking up on top of it like that. I just like to imagine her feet are acting as a second and third set of tail fins. No, tail fins. See?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much the only gripe I have with Windblade is that you're supposed to have a solid tail fin right here, but there's no tabs keeping the two of them together, the two halves of it together, so they tend to split apart.
Okay. That figure looks really good, and plus, I think we need an updated Windblade figure. What do you think,
John Thomas?
I mean, yeah, if they could somehow improve that mode and everything, yeah, we could go for a new Windblade.
Yeah, I have to confess, the Titans Return Windblade figure, I felt as though it was kind of a drawback compared to Generations Windblade. It wasn't an upgrade; it was a downgrade compared to.
Yep, that's why I never went out and tried to go find it. I never saw it in my source around my area because I was like, because they had to incorporate the whole headmaster gimmick and everything, and so you kind of lost some of the engineering on it and stuff. So I was like, I like this Windblade more. The other one doesn't really offer that much to me as a collector and everything, so I never got it and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also got to see the Titans Return, or I think it's the Titans Return, or I can't remember, but I got to see the Octane figure, I think. The Triple Changer, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Octane.
Yeah, is that a good figure, TFN Geek, or in your opinion, if you have that figure?
Oh yeah, Titans Return Octane's one of my favorite Voyager class figures on the Titans Return line.
Do you think we need an updated version of that triple changer to go with the Siege slash Earthrise Astro Train and the Legacy Blitzwing?
I have to confess, yes, we do. As incredible as Titan's Return Octane is, he needs a new updated figure that is not a headmaster.
Oh God!
Besides Blitzwing and Astro Train.
Or cheap accurate, really, since that's what Legacy is going for. Because the Titan's Return one's not really cheap on accurate. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the last mass release Galvatron we got? Was it the Titan's Return one?
It was Kingdom.
Oh no, I mean before Kingdom. Excuse me, before they released the Kingdom version.
Yeah, the last Galvatron figure we got was Titan's Return Galvatron before Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that figure updated
Mm-hmm.
instead of because man, I could not. That's the first Galvatron figure I ever got, and I still have it because that's my very first eBay purchase. Funny enough, and
yeah.
I could not handle the non-rotating head, and the flip-up mask that it had, because even with the mask flipped up, you could only just rotate slightly. I could not handle that. And it's all thanks to Otto. Thank you for getting me that figure.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad we're getting updated versions of the figures, especially the triple changers.
Oh yeah, they need it desperately. So,
especially the Blitzwing, because.
Oh yeah.
But go ahead, Jeff.
So I know you guys wanted to see it, but here is Titan's Return Windblade.
Let me full screen you. I'm gonna look up some more photos of that figure. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I don't think that's the one I saw. I could be wrong. I'll check because the one I saw had more black on it.
Yeah, you probably saw the Generations figure I was holding up a moment ago.
Okay, yeah. All right. Go ahead.
So for the Titan's Return urn line, to incorporate the Headmaster gimmick and make Windblade's head is now a Titan Master, and to have the Titan Master hold up, the entire jet nose in her robot mode sits off her back like this. And then you take the Titan Master and put her head on her body like that.
You know, you could recreate a scene from the Titan's Return, and you could have Emissary sit in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, because of how her legs transform, there was no proper tail fin here on the back of her jet mode. Instead, her knee spikes acting as a pair of faux tail fins. And look at how tiny her back wings are.
Oh, gosh.
Uh-huh. Now, the vertical takeoff thrusters, they rotate forward just like on the Generations figure, but they do not have the spinning turbine gimmick that the Generations figure had.
I'm curious. Which one has the better robot mode? That's what I'm going for.
Definitely the Generations figure.
Okay.
And unlike the Generations Windblade, Titan's Return Windblade now has these two dual swords instead of the one sword held inside of a sheath. And look at this. They're neon green. Not black, like fans voted her weapon to be.
It looks yellow.
It's like a yellowish green. The reason why she has two of them is because you combine them into this large sword, but then it doubles as a sled for Titan Masters to sit inside and ride around on.
Okay.
But yeah, out of these two deluxe class Windblade figures I own, the Generations one is far superior than the Titan's Return one.
Okay. By the way, were you going to say something, John? I couldn't. Oh, by the way, I think your mic is kind of a little, it sounds like you're far away, just letting you know. I think it sometimes happens with your mic, I don't know. Oh,
Well, I got
yeah.
my phone pretty far away. If not, you're gonna be like looking at this.
Oh, okay, yeah, his other mic. He had to turn the other one.
Oh.
He had to turn the other mic on.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
But we can still hear you pretty good.
Yeah, I only recommend getting the Titans Return version of Windblade if you enjoy a figure of Windblade that is a headmaster and has a jet mode that holds together much better than the Generations figure. But yeah, robot mode goes to Generations Windblade. Overall design aesthetic goes to Generations Windblade. Pretty much the only feature that Titans Return Windblade has the Generations version built is that there's a lot more pegs and jet mode that keep it sturdier and holding together in place.
And the Thrilling 30s one only has one sword, right? Or does it come with two? Because I saw only one sword.
Yeah, it's only one sword. It's sitting here on the bottom. And
Okay.
you pull it out, and there's the sword itself. And here's the sheath holder that it sits in.
Which is
Okay.
the robot mode, that sheath goes on its.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, and just like, yeah, so what Optimus Prime said is that there's
nice.
two ports, rectangular ports here on it that line up with pegs that Windblade has on her legs, and so she can have the sword on the side of her like an actual samurai sword in robot mode.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh. But yeah,
Oh,
look
yeah,
here
I'm
on the
looking at the robot mode.
Yeah, the turbines are separate spinning gimmicks on the Generations Windblade. On Titan's Return, that gimmick is gone.
Yeah, she looks way too blocky in robot mode. I'm looking at the images on Google right now. Yeah, she kind of looks a little bit blocky.
Yeah, they kind of had to beef up Titan's Return Windblade so she could be built around the Titan Master gimmick from that line.
Gosh, man, all headmasters, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, the Thrilling 30s one. Oh gosh, darn, my tablet died.
Drat, does that mean the live stream is over with Lord Master Starscream's computer out of commission? I hope not. Yeah.
I think it might.
Oh, great. Well, it says the live stream's still going, so.
Well, yeah, because I think we're in it still.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But yeah,
from one of those points, if he finds a power strip cord and plug his stuff in.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, there he is again.
There's two of me. Let me remove that. There we go.
You cloned yourself.
Yeah, my tablet ended up dying. I forgot it was disconnected from the charger. I realized that at last second. So, yep, I have a twin, apparently. So now I got to use my phone for a minute.
Okay.
Well, but I gotta agree that the Thrilling 30s one looks a whole lot better instead of seeing, because the other one looks way too bulky and blocky.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. And those are pretty much the only, well, kinda the Thrilling 30s and the Titans Return one are the only good Windblade figures out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Besides,
yeah, because the action figures given to Windblade for Robots in Disguise 2015 and Cyberverse, the quality isn't that great compared to those two figures of Windblade, because those two figures were designed more for adult collectors, while the Windblade figures released in Robots in Disguise 2015 and Cyberverse were designed for younger Transformers fans.
Yeah. It would be nice if they gave us a deluxe Windblade figure for the Cyberverse.
Yeah.
And the only deluxe Cyberverse figure I have is the Shockwave. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the Shockwave figure, but it was just some of the stress marks on it that concerned me.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Windblade's overdue for being given a new figure.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask you, TFN Geek, did you hear a little bit of the synopsis or whatever for Transformers Earth Sparks that's supposed to be released sometime this year?
I heard some stories about what the plot's going to evolve around. I'm glad Elita 1's going to be one of the main cast members along with Optimus Prime.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to ask, how do you feel that they're moving away from the Cybertron part of it and just having the Transformers being born on Earth? I don't know how that's going to work.
I think one of the reasons why they're doing that is because during Siege and much of Transformers Cyberverse, during the War for Cybertron trilogy, we had the Siege line and the Earthrise line and Kingdom line, and we kind of didn't. Planet Earth was just there as a planet that the Transformers visited in the War for Cybertron trilogy. They didn't really stay for long. And in Cyberverse, the time that the Transformers were on Earth was mostly Bumblebee and Windblade working to get Bumblebee's memories restored back on. So I think Earthspark is here to try and see if Transformers fans are still interested in a story where the Transformers arrive on Earth and Earth is where they're hiding out. And that's always been one of the I don't want to use the word paradox, but it's where a line is drawn on the Transformers franchise. The phrase that the Transformers franchise was built upon of the Transformers being robots in disguise. Where do you find the balance of the Transformers being robots in disguise by hiding out on Earth, yet you have to acknowledge that they're alien robots that come from another planet, which is Cybertron. And I think Hasbro and Takara Tomy have been experimenting with what stories tell the best storylines on it. Because during the War for Cybertron trilogy, I saw many more Transformers fans complain that they wanted a series that didn't involve humans in it, because in some of the past Transformers cartoon series, fans complained to Hasbro and Takara Tomy that the humans would oftentimes be featured more often than the actual Transformers were. And so that's one of the main reasons why for the War for Cybertron trilogy cartoon series on Netflix, no humans appeared at all in the entire War for Cybertron trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm actually curious who's going to be voicing the characters, especially I want to see what Megatron is going to look like. Probably a little bit like his Cyberverse design. Because, I mean, Bumblebee, you briefly see him, but he does have his Cyberverse design. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious. I'm just curious on the voice cast they're going to go with. Like, are they going to give us Peter Cullen, or are they going to give us the actors from the Siege trilogy? Because this show is being developed in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. So they could get Peter Cullen back if they want to, because he's from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's barely been any news on it, so I don't know what they're gonna do with it. And plus, I can't help but look at some of the weird characters, like the drone and the motorcycle one. It feels like a little bit like, I don't want to say this, like Beast Machines, a little bit. I don't know why. I keep getting Beast Machines vibes. Mm-hmm. But maybe it's just me.
Yeah. If they can't get Peter Cullen, I hope they'll be able to ask Gary Chalk to provide Optimus Prime's voice. Because the first Transformers cartoon series I ever watched was Transformers Armada. And I really love the voice that Gary Chalk gave Optimus Prime.
The very first Transformers, or the very first time I ever watched Transformers, was the Transformers 2007 movie from the Bayverse.
Mm.
And yeah, right there, I instantly started wanting to get Transformers figures. And my very first Transformers figure was the Vector Prime figure, the Legends Vector Prime from the Cybertron line. So, I wish I still had that. We got the G1 boy in the house.
That was technically my first Transformers show we watched was G1. Remember watching this 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
And so that was
Nice.
88 or 89. So roughly about the start of G2, when they were basically just reissues of G1 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't into robots
Nice.
when I was a little kid, so that's why I didn't get introduced to Transformers until Armada when I was 12 years old.
I feel bad when you were first introduced to Transformers. You couldn't have a Transformers tanks or anything like that because of how things were for you at the time.
Yeah, well, my parents basically didn't want me to get the idea into my head that soldiers fighting each other in a war zone is something funny or entertaining.
I understand.
Military toys. They didn't want me to think of warfare as a plaything.
God, they must have hated G.I. Joe then.
Oh yeah, that's why to this day I've never been a fan of G.I. Joe because of that. Because of the attitude my parents had of me not wanting to think of warfare as something funny. But they did allow me to get into Star Trek. But they did allow me to get into Star Trek and Star Wars since that was science fiction, and the weapons used in those series aren't real; they're made up. I think I was either 5 or 6 years. I think I was 5 or 6 years old when my family let me watch Star Wars for the first time.
You still have the original Death Star, if I'm not mistaken, that was ever released.
You mean the Lego?
Yeah, the Lego one. Yeah, excuse me, my bad.
I have that
original one. Nice.
Yeah. The first ever Death Star that the Lego company released. It was released in 2004. It took the Lego company that long to design a decent sized Death Star made out of Lego bricks.
Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to ask. Since you're not into GI,
because it was on sale at Walmart, so I got it.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah,
I'm probably gonna get that whenever I can because that ship is awesome.
Shuttle. I had the first two versions of the Imperial Shuttle, the one that was released in 1999 and the one that was released 4 years later in 2003.
Oh my god!
I think that was supposed to be like the 2015 they re-release. I saw online that that's what it's basically the same one. It just slightly changed a little bit.
Yeah.
How much you get for that one? I'm curious. You said you got it on sale.
Well, it was like going for like 70 at Walmart's, but it dropped down to like 50 something. So I was like, I'm gonna get it. It's on sale.
Oh, nice. I'm curious, TF Geek. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on with my stuff. Oh, nice. The
original 1999 Imperial Shuttle. The original 1999 Lego Star Wars Imperial Shuttle.
Nice.
These bricks have yellowed with time.
And nice, you even have the ship from. Oh gosh, Is that the Leia's ship at the opening of A New Hope?
Which one? Oh, the big white one in the back. Yeah, that's the first version of the Rebel Blockade Runner from 2001. And then in front of it, here's the first ever Lego X-Wing fighter, the ATS Walker. Here's the original Y-Wing from 1998. That's kind of hard to see because it's buried back there, but down there, the leg air, right in there where I'm pointing, that is the first ever snow speeder. First ever Rebel snow speeder. Here's Cloud City.
Nice.
And then this version of the B-Wing over here was the second version released in 2004. And here's the original version from 2001.
Okay.
And then back here is one of my favorites. The original 1999 Millennium Falcon.
I'm not. Hold on, I'll be in a minute. Go ahead.
And then here, from 2004, the Lego Death Star.
Death Star 2.
Yeah, they released it in honor of the it was the 20th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's why they did the second Death Star before the original. Technically, if you wanted to make the original Death Star, you just had to buy two copies of this and then build the side that doesn't have the undamaged. Build the side that isn't undamaged.
Yeah.
And then above that, from 2002, the Imperial Star Destroyer, which for 3 years held the title of being the largest Lego set ever released before it was tied with this one. That Imperial Death Star is 3 feet long. Yeah, so that's my Lego Star Wars collection, more or less.
Yeah, I just got, the new Luke's X-Wing, the AT-AT, or at what you were going to call it. The new Jango, Boba Fett's slave ship, or ship.
Yeah, slave
Just
one.
slowly getting all the Star Wars ones that I kind of missed out during those early 2000 ones. Because I didn't have the original X-Wing until I lost all my Legos.
Yeah.
I like the back in the back in the box, it showed you that you can try to make Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah. So there's the original Boba Fett Slave 1 from 1999. And then standing around it, the first ever Imperial Walker from 2003. And down here, there's 3PO and R2-D2, and behind 3PO, there's Darth Vader. And then there's just another copy of the Imperial Walker that I have up here. Now the reason why I have two versions is because one of them was given to me by my cousin. She used to own a toy store, but they increased her rent, and the toy store had to close and go out of business. And that Imperial Walker was a display set that they sent to her to put in the window. So, bit of a sad story, but I'm glad to have 2 copies regardless.
Mm.
Well,
Okay, sorry about that. I had a call that just came in. Anyways, but yeah, I'm glad you got a lot of the original Lego sets, man. That's awesome. And I'm gonna say this: the Lego set I'm happy I have to this day. This was the last thing I ordered on eBay before I had to destroy my card, because unfortunately, since my sister helped me get it, I had to cut it up after. Like, oh god, this thing is still heavy, but hopefully it's the Infinity Saga Benatar set.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, I have the Infinity War version, but since I'm a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy and all that, I just love this thing.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people would use some of this stuff for parts, but I'm just saying I am not disassembling this thing for parts. I think I got this thing for $130-something, which was almost all the money I had. So yeah, and believe it or not, I think I don't this. But I got on eBay, and I'm gonna show this off right now for those who don't believe me. I was scrolling through eBay. I wanted a Lego Millennium Falcon. I found one that was 99% complete, or 90% complete. I don't remember. But and guess how much well, it had a lot of glue on it, but it was easily peeled off. I don't know what kind of glue it was, but I guess it was just silly glue or something like that. I have no idea. But
Yeah.
I bought, it's still missing some parts, but guess how much I got this Lego Millennium Falcon for? Let me show off the image first before I show the price. Oh, gosh, don't reload. Hold on a minute. Why the heck? Oh my gosh. It's not even wanting to load. Hold on. What the frick? Now I'm having issues with my phone. Okay. Give me a minute. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, if it ain't gonna show, I'm just gonna have to show this tiny little image, and I don't want to do that. Well, it's gonna be hard to see, but hopefully if I could. Right there, it's kind of hard to see. Look how much I got it for.
Oh, $25. Nice.
Well, I
Yeah.
actually wasn't that far off. I was going to say $20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, literally, I got a good deal on that. It's still missing some parts, but considering how much the set was going for, I was like, this is a good deal. So, and the parts were still nice and clean and brand new looking. Like no scratches, nothing. But now it's collecting dust, so yeah, I'm actually happy with it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I still need to get some parts for it, but when I get it done, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But and I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I still enjoyed Solo A Star Wars Story.
Oh, so did I.
I don't know how you felt about it, John.
I need to finish it. I got like halfway through the movie and something came up, so I never got around to finishing.
Oh, hang on. I gotta. Oh yeah. Hey, I gotta ask you, TFN Geek. I don't know if you know this. You could do your research if you want to, but do you know who Anakin Skywalker's real dad is?
No.
I'm not lying to you. You could Google this if you want to. It's Palpatine.
That's one of the theories. It's Palpatine.
Because, I mean, if you go back, like when Qui-Gon said to Shmi, Anakin's mom, he said, who was his father? And she said, there was no father. I carried him. I cannot explain what happened. Because she just got pregnant out of nowhere. Hold on. Gosh darn it. Friggin' lag. Sorry about that. Yeah, she got pregnant out of nowhere, and it's due to Palpatine manipulating the midichlorians or something like that in her body, and that's how she ended up getting pregnant, was because of Palpatine. So I didn't even know that until I did some research. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So Palpatine had a whole he had everything all planned from day one. Like, What?
I don't care what anybody says. I like the theory that Jar Jar Binks was actually a Sith.
Oh, that he was that he was Sidious's master.
Yeah, because if you go back and watch the movies, you see what Jar Jar is doing in the background. And it's like, why is he doing that? And I remember too, the voice actor actually said there was going to be something really big about Jar Jar, but everybody just couldn't get past. Me, Jar Jar, talk like this. Me, all silly. And every Star Wars fan forgets when we first see Yoda, how he's acting. Me, silly, you know.
I think I think he's been alone on that planet for so long it drove him a little crazy.
Uh-huh. Not having any sentient life forms to have an intelligent conversation with.
Oh no, he had the Force.
What?
He had the Force. You know, with all the other Jedis, because that's how it was able to project itself in the spirit form.
Yeah.
So he still had
Oh, yeah.
communication, but he put that front up
Yeah.
to make it seem like, no, I'm not, I'm not, this great Jedi. But there's, still people out there looking to try to find him and kill him. So that's what his front was.
Mm-hmm.
Until he's like, okay, you're not here to kill me, to
Yeah.
move stuff. So,
Oh.
but yeah,
But-
if you go back and watch
The Empire
Jar Jar,
Strikes
you
Back.
see in the back, he's moving his lips and everything, and he does little hand gestures and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be Easter eggs that, like, hey, Jar Jar's not actually what he's. And they actually made a thing in the cartoon series, the Clone Wars, where Jar Jar says he's like, no, I'm not a Jedi, because he's not a Jedi, he's a Sith.
Mm.
So, but people just got butthurt the way how he was acting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, because I mean it's all his fault that Palpatine got put in the Senate and he was in power.
And for being how he portrayed himself to be in this clumsy, nitwitted guy that is part of on he got ranked up to be on the council and everything, and he gave Palpatine the control and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a line that in old Ben said there's no such thing as luck
Mm-hmm.
and everything, but yet somehow Jar Jar in the battle, the way he was trembling and everything, kind of like a drunken master style looking, fighting, and it was all just dumb luck.
Mm-hmm.
Like one last part of he fought, he flipped his foot because it was attached to the droid's arm that still had the blaster. He flicked it and it shot the droid.
Mm-hmm.
That's not clumsy. He saw it and he just flicked it and it just like, phew. It was like, that's not dumb luck. That was skill.
Or even when he tries to climb into the cart with the bombs, and he ends up opening the door.
Yeah, it's not dumb luck. He knows what he was doing.
Uh-huh.
He was just playing a role. That's all he was doing. He was just playing the role.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect cover, basically.
Yeah. Or even when they're traveling in the submarine and he has that little freak out. Why did you stop thinking we say in trouble? And then a few moments later, Qui-Gon has to knock him unconscious. Have you ever noticed that scene in The Phantom Menace when they're in the submarine? Qui-Gon gives Jar Jar the Vulcan pinch and he knocks him unconscious.
I thought it was funny.
What?
But also, if you saw when Jar Jar jumps extremely high into the water, Qui-Gon and Ben look at each other like,
Why did he do that for?
that was extremely high,
Uh-huh.
Jedi jump that high. Or
Yeah.
Sith.
And at all his race, you never see anybody else jump that high.
Mm-mm. I just know. Yeah.
The closest you get is when the lead Gungan dismounts the beast that he's riding on at the end of the movie. That's the closest you get to a Gungan leaping from a fair distance.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the film, when the Gungan Prime Minister, when he dismantles the beast he's riding on. Yeah, he jumps 5 or 6 feet to the ground.
Mm.
But so many people, so many fans of Star Wars gave him backlash the way how he portrayed Jar Jar Binks and the way he sounded and everything and stuff. So he's like, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not going to do this. And it's just like, I saw what's coming. It would have been a good story arc and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, they scrapped that idea because the fans weren't happy.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way this person that talks like this, acts like this, could be a Sith. Yeah.
It's the perfect cover. Look at Palpatine. I mean, I mean, if you watch some other bad guy movies, some bad guys will act stupid just like that, and then, oh hey, I was faking it. It was, I was, yeah. And plus, why would you put the? Are you going to tell me that he was being? Are you going to tell me that it was clumsy of him to put Palpatine in power? I think he knew what he was doing. Well, actually, he obviously knew what he was doing, and plus, he had a big smile on his face and everything whenever he said who the new Supreme Chancellor was.
I mean, it was also in the. I've watched some videos of the Star Wars comics, and there was like one comic book that Jar Jar's actually wielding a lightsaber that he got from a Jedi during a battle, and he was actually using it very well. We're talking about the most clumsiest character of all.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I heard
that. Go ahead, TF and Geek.
I was just going to say, I remember back when the Phantom Menace first came out, one of the main reasons why they created Jar Jar was for him to hold the title of being the funniest comic relief character in the Star Wars films. That title was originally held by 3PO. And the main reason they created Jar Jar was because 3PO was becoming the least popular character from the original trilogy, so they wanted a character even goofier and funnier than 3PO to make 3PO look better.
Oh my gosh! I think, and out of all the Star Wars movies, 3PO gets the worst treatment or something like that. Something always happens to him, like either getting dismantled by Par, or just dismantled, or just taken apart. It always happens to him.
Yeah.
Actually, almost in every single Star Wars movie. And but I'm curious, out of all the Star Wars movies or TV shows, which ones did you guys did not like? Or if there's one at all for you that you just disliked? I'm sure that's a hard one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's probably like the last three. It's like a rehash from 4, 5, and 6. They changed it, it's trying to recapture what 4, 5, 6 did. 1, 2, and 3 wasn't so bad, and I think it could have been better if the fans didn't backlash like some of the nitpick parts about it and everything and stuff. If the fans like 1, 2, and 3 and like actually see what was going to happen, 7, 8, 9 probably would have been better because it would have gone a different route. And to me, the way how 1, 2, and 3 happened with the whole fan base and everything backlash, they had to change 7, 8, and 9 tremendously.
Yeah.
Because 7, 8, 9 was not. There was actually a different story for those that George Lucas had in mind, but it didn't go through.
No.
Yeah. And I'm going to bring this up real quick. Do you want to know? Okay, I think they're being a little bit weird with Star Wars, because here's the reason why. Even though they did at the time, you had Luke and Leia kiss in Empire Strikes Back, and only to find out in Return of the Jedi that Leia finds out, oh shoot, this is my brother. And if you now go, and if we're going to talk about the Rey and Kylo Ren part of it, here's the thing. If Palpatine is the father of Anakin, and it turns out in The Rise of Skywalker, he cloned himself and all that, and ended up, and for some reason, I guess Palpatine would somehow consider that like a son or something like that, or his clone like a son, if you know what I mean. And he ends up getting with a woman and has Rey, and now you have Kylo Ren and Rey kissing. I saw a video. Someone considered them like kissing cousins or something like that. I'm like, what the frick? Star Wars, why are you being sneaky with everything? Like, really? Really? I
yeah,
I don't know.
Before he became like the chancellor, you know, he had a wife and they had a kid, and that daughter. So like Rey was like Palpatine's granddaughter
Yeah.
and stuff,
Something
and
like-
then with the whole Annie and everything, yeah, manipulating and everything and that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of weird too and stuff. So
Wait. Oh, I just noticed that. I was thinking of some brother and sister. Oh my god. I didn't even catch that.
there's a
Palpatine had two.
granddaughter and her father and another kid. They have a kid. It's like, yeah, so technically, yeah, kids and cousins.
Yeah, Star Wars has been getting a little weird, which I think is kind of funny. And they're like, oh, hey, let's do this. They won't notice. They won't connect the dots on the family bloodline. Excuse me, figured it out.
They're like, I'm not really into, Star Wars. I grew up watching it and stuff, but I'm not a diehard Star Wars fan.
I gotcha.
But it's just like some stuff in there that I caught on it, see what they're doing. But then they're just, it's all right. But then they would just fans had to fuck it up.
Yeah. The only Star Wars related thing I like is, well, currently right now, I do like the original trilogy and the Anakin Skywalker trilogy of it. But right now, the only ones I like is Solo: A Star Wars Story, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and now Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I won't spoil anything for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, but I think I enjoy The Mandalorian more than anything because that's actually a good story in my opinion.
Yeah. I'll say this. My favorite modern Star Wars movie is Rogue One.
I was hoping you would say that. Oh, and also, I don't know the name of the character, but the character that played in Rogue One that was trying to kill Jyn Erso's dad, I forget his name. It ain't coming to mind. But Star Wars recently revealed the trailer of a series for him set before Rogue One. So he's getting his own series. I don't remember what his name is, unfortunately, so I do apologize about that for those who watch this.
But I don't remember at the moment either.
Yeah. The only reason why I guess I can't remember is because he's not a recognizable character, and plus I haven't seen Rogue One in a long time. So
yeah,
they have a TV show with him coming, or they're having a TV show with him, and I think Mandalorian season 3 is supposed to come out sometime in January or February. I could be wrong. And I've been hearing rumors. Like I said, these are rumors. I don't know how legit this is. I think they're gonna have a Book of Boba Fett season 2, and I think they want to try to bring back Mace Windu. Because I want to say this, I've been expecting Mace Windu to show up in season 1 because, in my head, Boba Fett has a score to settle with him. Why? Because literally, as a kid, he watched Mace Windu cut his own dad's hand and head off.
Actually, he didn't cut off the hand. He just sliced the laser gun in half.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could.
Disables weapons and chink right across the neck.
Yeah.
Closely it wasn't his dad, it was him, but
yeah, or a clone. Yeah. So I mean, I think he would have to have a score to settle with him because he witnessed what happened. And that's another thing I wanted to ask. Samuel L. Jackson did come out in a video saying that it is true that Jedi can fall from very high places and not die. And I mean, the last time you see Mace Windu is whenever he gets his hand cut off by Anakin, then he just gets electrocuted. And if you're going to go with this, like what they say in movies, if you don't see a body, they're not dead.
Hmm.
And I mean, same for Darth Maul. And look, he came back not only in a cartoon series, but he also came back in Solo, a Star Wars story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he
as a
literally
cameo.
got sliced in half and still came back.
Yeah. And like I said, if you don't see a body, they ain't dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually want Mace Windu to come back, but I don't know how you guys would feel about that.
Oh, well, I would love to see the purple lightsaber again.
I don't remember what happened. What I don't know if it's did it fall in
Yes,
to
when Anakin chopped his hand off.
yeah, did it fly out the window or did it just land on the ground in the
No, it flew out
tower?
the window, disappeared.
Okay. Yeah, and he could just get a robot hand. Luke Skywalker did it, Anakin did it, so just get yourself a robot hand, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, I would actually like to see him come back, and I actually hope they do bring him back. I don't know if he's going to show up in the Kenobi series, but I do know that Ewan McGregor wants to have a season 2, but I don't know how this season is going to end. Plus, I'm actually only curious to see the reunion between Anakin and Darth Vader in this. That's something I really want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know a lot of people might disagree with me on this, but it feels like something was missing from the time of Revenge of the Sith all the way to A New Hope. Like, Obi-Wan Kenobi just left him there to die, and whenever he seen him get caught on fire, he basically thought he was dead. Like, he ain't coming back. And now in A New Hope, how do you know he's alive? Like, even when they see each other for the first time in A New Hope, there was no reaction. Like, he was not like, oh my God, you're alive. How the heck are you alive? And basically the Obi-Wan Kenobi series basically pretty much answered my question. And I won't say how, but it just answered my questions.
Yeah. Well, when you think about it, there's a 20-year time gap between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope.
And that's fun. And that's funny right there because the Obi-Wan Kenobi series takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So, yeah, he had to wait another 10 years to get another rematch. Because I think they're only going to... I'm only hearing rumors. I think they're only going to fight 2 times in the series.
Mm.
And I guess their third fight, well, we already know how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry, Lord Master Starscream, but I need to get to bed because it's 11 o'clock where I live, and I have a big day tomorrow. I'm helping my family pull... Please, if you guys could pray for me because I might have to help my family tomorrow pull a old bed frame down from the roof of our garage.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you don't get hurt or anything like that or see any wasps or any Black Arachnia's cousins.
Uh-huh. Oh, I saw one of Rat Trap's cousins the other day.
Oh, God.
The house next door to ours was being fumigated. And right after they came and took down the fumigation tent, I saw this huge rat fall out of a tree and run across our backyard fence.
Oh, my God.
I've actually got a rat story.
That rat was bigger than my hand.
Real quick, do you know what the biggest rat I've seen that is still running around here?
How big?
Literally. I'm not kidding. This big. The size, like, yeah. That, like, I'm not even kidding. It's ridiculous. But go ahead, John. I'm curious.
So back in, let's say, I think it was like 2013, where I live, it's just, we lived there for a bit. And I live out in the country. So we have pack rats. They're big, massive, like about the size of your jar you just showed. These are huge rats. Like you have to get a live like raccoon trap just to get them trapped. Mouse traps.
Oh, God.
Things. Like little bear traps may get them and everything. So I was having a little issues with one of my cars at the time, And come to find out, a little bastard made a nest on top of my engine block and ate through some of the wires.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So that year, I asked my father-in-law for some traps, and he's got these little small game traps. They're like bear traps, but small, to help me trap these. I caught about, I think it was like 22 or 23 of those little bastards around my property. But the funny thing, the one that made a nest on my car went further down in between the firewall and my car, and I couldn't get the damn thing. So started to weed whack the yard and everything, and next year my wife comes out, it's like, there it is, and everything. I turn, and I'm chasing this freaking rat with the weed whacker in my yard, just like, I'm trying to get close, and he's like, I booked it, and about where he got to the fence lines out to the field, I couldn't catch him. I thought I almost got him. I tried to get him and missed him and everything. And I'm like, don't you ever come back. But yeah, I had to do it. I've never seen it. I think I finally got rid of all. And
yeah,
I knew that one probably died from a heart attack.
Mm-hmm. Well, the most fascinating rat story that I have to tell, we were driving home from the grocery store, and then all of a sudden we see these two brown objects in the road, and we're freaking out because we've never seen stuff like these before. And so we stopped the car, and these were huge. A pair of red-tailed hawks sitting in the middle of the road. And one of them was like clutching something in its talon, and we could see it moving around. And so one hawk let it go, and the other hawk just casually lifted up its talon and snatch that rat in its foot. And so they were literally playing a game of catch and kill with a rat. But these red-tailed hawks were huge. I mean, the head was like this the size of my hand. And
I've seen them up close.
They looked like they were about 4 feet tall. Oh, they were huge hawks.
Fucking get like that big.
Oh yeah. And we were like, okay, we had no idea that the hawks could grow that huge. Because we always see the red-tailed hawks from a distance because they try to avoid getting close to humans. Like where I live, the red-tailed hawks, they only perch themselves in the tallest trees or on the telephone poles where they know that they'll be out of arm's reach from any humans. And there's no denying how intelligent hawks are. They're very intelligent birds.
Oh yeah.
Birds. But yeah, we saw the hawks. They were playing with this rat, but then one of them turned, and we noticed it was holding its foot in a weird way. They weren't playing around with just one rat. They were playing around with two, one for each of them.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh. And after that, we were like, okay, it's actually a good thing that we have so many hawks living in our community.
Oh man. Wow.
They're pretty big. They'll carry off a chicken.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah. One time, my parents were working out in the yard, and they heard this huge thud on them, and this red-tailed hawk dropped a pigeon in our yard. It must have caught it, and while it was trying to fly it back to its nest, it accidentally dropped the pigeon, and the dead pigeon landed in our yard.
Mm.
It was like this explosion of gray feathers.
Boom!
And the red-tailed hawk, it actually landed on a nearby telephone pole, and it was looking down like, oh no, I can't get my lunch because there's humans nearby. And so my parents went inside to see if maybe not being in the area would make the hawk realize that it wasn't in any danger. and it stood on the telephone pole for about a good 15, 20 minutes before it finally took off. So
Did it grab the pigeon and fly off with it?
No, it decided to give it up. It was like the hawk decided, okay, I've lost my lunch. I'll go find find lunch elsewhere.
Yep, because they'll think it's like they were trying to get him. The hawks, the prey birds are very, very smart. And they do, like, a lot of birds will play the catching game. Like, even bald eagles, they'll, like, grab fish or small game or rabbits and stuff, go up in the air, and they'll literally will chuck it to each other. And it's only really to help them actually focus on grabbing the prey during flight and stuff. They're diamond. So, yeah. They're pretty smart.
Oh, yeah. And they're very territorial. I remember one time, this flock of crows, there must have been about 30 or 40 crows, they were going after this one hawk. And they were making the loudest racket. I mean, I don't know. I can't testify, but a flock of crows is one of the loudest noises I've ever heard. And if you think one crow is annoying, try listening to 30 or 40 crows at the same time. Their squawks can be unnerving at times.
You're in a theater with surround sound and echo.
That's
the way to describe it.
Exactly. That's the thing with crows. They squawk so loudly, it's like they're standing in front of a microphone, but they're not.
No, they are also intelligent too. They'll actually remember people's faces.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but I remember this one time there was this whole flock of crows going after this one hawk, and they had it cornered in a tree, and they were squawking and squawking, and they weren't stopping. And the hawk finally decided that it had enough of the crows, and one crow unfortunately got too close, and so the hawk lunged out and got the crow for its meal, and that's what made the other crows scatter when they realized that the hawk wasn't afraid to attack them. I think it would. I think it was just like an intimidation tactic on the crow's part. All right, because most oftentimes when crows go after hawks, they'll dive bomb them, but they won't actually go after them, because crows know that if they get too close, that they could end up being the hawk's dinner. But yeah, that hawk decided he'd had enough, and so it went after one of the crows and got it, and that's what made the other crows decide, okay, we've caused enough trouble here.
Oh my god. Wow. Well, I wouldn't want to be a bird's lunch. I mean,
Well, like
I heard crows. All right, man.
Yeah, I wish I could stay. Hey, but I gotta get some sleep. Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, I got you.
And Optimus Prime, if you get around to making that video on your Power Dasher Combiner, I know I'll stop by and watch it.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get that video pretty soon. Right.
Yeah. And speaking of videos, I'm hoping to finally get around to doing my videos. Like I said earlier in the live stream, I'm struggling to decide if I should do like a collection wave video on Wave 1 of Legacy, or if I should just get into starting to review the Wave figures and forego a Wave collection video.
Do you always do a Wave collection video?
I only started it with the Kingdom line last year, and I figured Kingdom would be the one line that I do it. I didn't think I was going to have a chance of going completist on Wave 1 of the Legacy line. That's why I'm hesitant about whether or not if I should do a Wave collection for Wave 1 of Legacy or not.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you just want to get the reviews out there and instead of delaying it, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's just my opinion.
Oh, yeah. because it's always that's the most difficult part with my reviews, is deciding which figure to review next. Because when I get around to actually making the review, I try to make the reviews more interesting by doing size comparisons with other Transformers figures, and figures I usually get out to do the size comparisons with, they aren't always in the same spots where I need them, so it's very time consuming. It takes me on average, I want to say, an hour to 70 minutes to make a video review that, when I'm done recording it, only lasts about 20 minutes on camera, because I pause the video to transform the figures. I don't transform them on camera because in the past, when I transform Transformers during the review, YouTube informed me those were the moments in my reviews that people skipped over most often.
Yeah.
Because
that's why I'm doing a time lapse on mine.
Yeah.
So you watch me do it real quick, or just go and skip it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I would like too is like if people watch my videos and everything, and if there's like a figure out there that wants my opinion, put it in the comment below. I've got friends they've got figures that I don't have, and they said, yeah, you can go ahead and borrow this for your video if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, unfortunately, where I live, I haven't met any other Transformers collectors who like to show their Transformers figures off on YouTube where I live. Like most people I've met on the internet, they don't even live in the west coast of the United States. Most of them live back east.
I'm straight dab in the middle.
Oh yeah.
And I'm here in Texas,
Yeah.
where it's hot.
Uh-huh.
God.
How far, Texas?
I live in Dangerfield, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
close,
live
pretty
in
much.
the part of Monahans, Texas, Fort Worth, Dallas area.
Oh, nice.
And now I'm in Missouri, and I'm going to stay.
Yeah, I live. I live on. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think Dallas is at least 2 hours from me. So, but go ahead, TFN Geek.
Yeah, I won't say what community I live in.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I live on the coast, on California's coastline, several hours north of Los Angeles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I live in Southern California, but I haven't met too many Transformers fans who like to make videos on YouTube and show off their Transformers collection here in California, compared to fans and collectors in other states.
Oh,
I mean, I have met some Transformers fans and collectors who live in California, but if they have YouTube channels, they don't really make any videos on their channels. Or if they have Transformers collections, they don't really like to share them on the internet.
Oh, and that reminds me, that guy I was talking to over at the collector store, we were talking about all the Transformers and all that. I was shocked to hear about this, but since I pretty much live close to Longview, it turns out the actor that played G1 Sideswipe, he got him to sign one of his Sideswipe figures, and he got to take some pictures and all that. And not only that, the actor that he was at an event in freaking Longview, and that ain't too far from me. I'm like, what? And I was like, man, that's freaking awesome. You got your figure signed, and you got selfie taken. I'm like, man, that's awesome.
So,
and literally went out. Go ahead.
Speaking of the, I'm going to meet the voice actor of the Depth Charge in July.
Ooh, congrats!
Oh, nice.
I'm going to the TF Expo up in Kansas City, Missouri. This basically July 4th weekend, July 1st and 2nd. Up there, I've already got my ticket ordered. I've got my room all set up and everything, and yeah, I'm going to meet the voice actor who did Depth Charge. Also did Blitzwing from the Bumblebee movie and other characters.
Nice.
But I'm also the guy who created the IDW Cybertronian font. Joe, I can't pronounce his name. But he shared my post because I showed this off in the Beast Wars group. I'm actually going to meet this guy in person too.
Nice.
The Cybertron
congrats.
Autobot, one shall stand, Decepticon, one shall fall.
Ah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to go to my first ever Transformer convention.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
I've never been to a Transformers convention.
Oh, you ain't the only one. I'm actually hoping I get to go to one day.
That's what I don't like about the people where I live in California. I never been to a toy show that had Transformers in it. Yeah.
Oh.
Always been wanting to go to a Transformer convention. Just never had time nor the money. But this year I have the time and I have the money.
Oh, congrats. Yeah.
Now I've already got one of my friends up here. He's coming too, as well. So
nice.
Yeah, one of my dreams was to go to BotCon one day. That was one of my dreams when I started really getting into Transformers.
Oh, I actually hope you get to go one day.
It's funny because at the TF Expo, you can look it up and everything. I've got like I bought for the highest paid ticket, so I'm actually Saturday they have like their dinner thing they do every year, and the ticket I bought is I'm going to be able to sit with the guest people.
Oh, nice! Almost like a VIP level.
Yep.
Nice.
And also, you get like a free shirt. Their shirt that year they have, and they have two souvenirs there that you get for the ticket too, and it's basically their version of the Vector Sigma key and Vector Sigma.
Oh, nice.
So can't wait to go there. I will probably do a video, maybe live stream when I go. Then I need to do a video about it on my channel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely watch that.
Yeah.
And
excited.
Oh yes. Before you head out, TFN Geek, would you like to share where they can find you?
Yes, you guys can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on Discord. I love to talk everything Transformers. Please stay tuned for my upcoming reviews. I have a list of Transformers figures that I need to review. I was looking back at my Transformers Kingdom collection, and I realized there's one Kingdom figure I forgot to make a video review on. And it is the Kingdom Titan class Arc. The Arc.
Oh, wow.
I forgot to do a review on that figure. So the Arc will be the last Kingdom figure I make a video review on. And then just to name off some of the other figures that I still need to make reviews on, there's the Jurassic Park crossover set, Studio Series Preceptor, all the Legacy, all the Legacy Wave 1 figures, Titan class Metroplex. Actually, I need to make a video review on him. The Seacons, I got those over a year ago, so the review for them is long overdue. Earthrise Runabout and Runamuck, they're the last Earthrise figures I have to do a review on. Generation Selects Megatron, and Generation Selects Galvatron, one of the Galactic Odyssey collection sets, the Botropolis Rescue Mission, which is the rocket base for Countdown. I still have to do a review on that. And then, even though this video is long overdue, I'm still hoping to eventually, we're doing a top 10 Transformers figures that I purchased last year, even though we're halfway into 2022.
I know what you mean.
So please, so on my list I have at least 21 Transformers videos to make. So please wish me luck on getting those completed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you for having me on here, Lord Master Starscream, Optimus Prime. Take care, and thank you for sharing your history with the Transformers franchise. And until next time, you guys, Transformer and roll out. Goodbye.
Later.
Hang on, let me fix
So I'm actually probably going to have to call it pretty soon, too. I don't even know what time it is.
Yeah.
I don't hit the button. Hey, it's past 1 o'clock. Yeah, I probably should go to bed.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm hoping to try to do another live stream tomorrow, hopefully. Would you like to share where they can find you and all that?
Well, they can find me here on YouTube with my name, Optimus Prime _84. I also have a Twitch account, which I don't really do much on there as well. It's just Optimus Prime or Optimus Prime _84. See, I don't even remember. I don't use it that often. Yeah. Just because, he wanted to know, this will hopefully be my next review of the Power Dasher, or I like to call it the Ultimate Dasher video if I ever get around to it with,
Nice.
my whole new life schedule and everything I have to do now. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So,
All right. All right. And you can find me on here on YouTube, obviously, at the Judge of Lord Master Starscream. Same for my Instagram, my TikTok. I have 2 TikToks now, and I'll see if I could have them linked in the description whenever I can. And same for my Discord page. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. And thank you for Optimus Prime for joining in. I'm glad you were able to come and hang out. So
yeah, more than welcome.
Hey,
happy
you're more.
Everything. Talk about Transformers. We'll talk about that.
Hey, you're more than welcome to join in anytime you want, man.
Yep.
Oh, hey, don't we all?
Yeah.
Whatever to pass the time. Yeah. All right.
Like how I say,
thank you guys
what I like
so
to
much
say
for watching.
my
I hope
video,
to do
well, what I like to say
Go
at the
ahead.
end of my videos: may your collection maximize your spark, but never terrorize your wallet. I like that.
I love that. Yeah, I love that line. Yeah, I like that too. I forgot to mention something about that. Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that's about it. And this is the Judge, a Lord Master Starscream, saying, court is adjourned. Good night, everyone.